All right, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to Lone Wolf.
Hello. All right.
Yes.
I don't think there's much preliminary stuff this week. I think we can just jump right in. All right. So we'll do a little brief recap. You, Shard, the dwarven leader of the what were they called? Bandit or border rangers, not bandits.
No, we were not bandits.
We've changed the story up on everything.
Hang on, now I'm evil? Wait.
Shard, the person, the dwarf put in charge of the border rangers, sent to investigate the disappearance of the king's regiment while hunting down a shipment of gold and diamonds and other minerals. She encountered bandits who murdered all of her border rangers, and she made it through. She escaped by getting into the mines of Ruinon, which was last session. If you wish to see her journey through the mines, check that out on her Twitch feed. Where we've come to now is she's escaped the mines and is tearing across an open plains towards it looks like a battle happened here, so I'm calling it battleground. She's tearing across open battlegrounds towards a distant fortress where the flag of Summerlin still flies, and she believes the King Regiment is inside. She was set upon by dogs. She handily killed those dogs, but then was shot by a sniper in the thigh and has gone down, and is trying still to make her way towards the fortress, but is currently on the ground. Crouched in a ruined cottage that you ran past, you see a bandit sniper raising his bow and taking careful aim at your head, Shard. So, what's your plan here? What's your action?
I'm not sure dodge is going to work, considering I'm kind of collapsed on the ground.
Let's start actually with a fate roll. Let's see if the fates are intervening here.
Oh boy. Okay. Hey Rizzy, thank you for the host. Let's move everything out of my rolling area. Oh god, why do I always roll so low on these fate die? 37.
37. Okay. You see archers running. You see an archer running across the field from the fortress towards you. He has a shield in one hand and a longbow in the other.
It's not going to be able to get a shot off very fast that way, but okay.
Yeah, he's clearly trying to get in range. So that's what's happening there. What are you doing?
I'm not used to what her spell list quite yet. Give me a second. I might have to heal or cast like some sort of a shield on myself.
Okay. Yeah, you could do that. Buy yourself some time.
Right.
So this archer is taking a deep breath. He's pulling back the bowstring, and you have this moment to cast a spell. You also hear the bane of the warhounds closing in behind you.
Right. Let's see. My current HP is 14. So I could up my AC to 20 to make myself a lot harder to hit.
Is that like Shield of Faith or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah, that would up my AC to 20, or I could heal. And then just, like, hope he doesn't hit higher than an 18. Whoop!
Alright, your call. I've rolled his die.
I'm gonna Heads or tails? Heads or tails?
Oh, am I calling it?
Yep.
Okay. Heads.
Then I'm apparently healing.
Okay. So roll that. So you quickly
Well,
see
it's I'm using my lay on hands.
Oh, okay. So
So
you see the archer running towards you. You think you got to buy him some time. You quickly go over the scenario in your mind. You hear the twang of a bow, and you quickly press your hands to yourself, making a split-second decision to heal.
yes.
By the way, do you have a beard? Are you like a bearded dwarf lady, or
Lol,
are you?
no.
Okay. So you're like, yeah, gotcha.
I am not a bearded dwarf. Unless
No,
we're going with the lore that all dwarves have beards.
but you're stocky. You're stocky.
I am stocky.
Stocky.
I'm a stocky short lady.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yep. I'm healed. All right. Let's see.
All right. He rolled another critical hit.
Oh fuck.
So he is doing. Okay, he didn't roll the best on his actual attack. He actually only gets for all of that a 7. But I am going to have you roll another D100
Okay.
to see if you take another injury. And I'll pull up my my injury list here.
95 this time. Heck yeah.
Oh, 95. I think that means your head comes off.
Oh,
I
good.
think that's what
I'm blinded.
Let's see. I've got my injury table pulling up here, that we don't get to use that often, but it's so fun. I think Lone Wolf took a head injury at one point.
Yes, she had a concussion.
Oh, you're actually, this is just a scar.
Cool.
Good for you. So the arrow goes cleanly through you. It's too good of a hit. That's why it only does 7 damage. It passes past your armor. It finds a crack. Actually, we'll say that you raise your hand, and it goes through your hand.
So I have a weird scar on my hand now?
Yeah, a big like star-shaped just patch of wound on your hand. Obviously, right now it's not a scar; it's an open, bleeding wound. But pretty soon, it'll be it'll once you heal, it'll scar over.
Right.
Go ahead and give me a roll for the man. He's finally reached and pulls his longbow,
Okay.
draws an arrow from the quiver. But let's do a die 20 for him.
Okay. Do I add anything to it?
Yeah, you'll add a +5.
Oh, damn. Then he did a 17.
Yeah, he hits. His bow is pretty good. Roll a D10 and add 5 to it. Or not 5 because you don't have proficiency damage. Add a 3 to it.
10.
10 total.
Yes. Mamba,
Okay.
hey, welcome on in, and thank you for the host.
Hello, Mamba. You haven't missed much yet. We're still dealing with the sniper. All right. So the man fires, and you hear a cry as the arrow enters it hits the bandit. You don't quite see where it hits him. He just goes down behind the window. You hear him cursing, so he's still alive. And at the sound of his yells and the smell of blood in the air, the warhounds change direction and head for the cottage. And pretty soon, you hear his screams as they are tearing him apart. At this point, the guard the guard with the arrows reaches you and lifts you up with one arm, and kind of you sort of stumble, but you manage to stay standing, kind of resting on him. And he says, I've seen you at the Battle of Homeguard. He says, my name is Captain Duvall, but introductions later. And he starts pulling arrows out of his quiver and firing, drawing another from his quiver as soon as the first is loosed. And he's just shooting down warhounds as they rush towards you. And 8 lie dead before his quiver is empty.
Dang.
Then he actually grabs you by the arm and using himself as kind of a crutch, he starts marching you back towards the barricade
So,
around the fortress.
just so you know, you look like a little headless, just
Oh,
floating head in the corner there.
floating head. That's what I am. I'm just I'm a floating head. I'm Mort from Planescape. All right, so yeah, you rush. I mean, that's what a DM is really.
Right,
A
just
floating a mouth. Um, so you rush on in towards the barricade with him, and let's see where we're at here. Others are running forward to help you, but the bandit archers have now emerged from the woods and they're firing arrows, and you're all forced back by a hail of arrows. So the red shafts of the enemy whistle past on all sides. Let's make one more fate die.
oh my gosh. 92.
Okay, you're fine. Luck is on your side, and Captain Duvall's, because the arrows land short of all of the two of you. You reach the barricade. A wagon is quickly pushed aside, and you're carried in through the gap. Captain Duvall is close to exhaustion. He staggers, and his men rush to catch him as he drops to the ground. All right, you have survived the mines, and you have made it inside a barricade, and are in the fortress. What's your hit points look like?
At the moment, 27.
Okay, and what's out of what?
Out of 38.
38. Okay. There is a circle of unshaven faces staring down at you. They all look haggard and tired. A soldier is cradling your leg while another snaps the shaft buried deeply in your thigh. But before you can even cry out in pain, he draws the arrow from your leg with one swift tug. You are very lucky, dwarf, he says, as he bandages a handful of lomspur to your aching limb. The wound is clean, and the bleeding is but slight. This does hurt, so unless you use your own healing, you're gonna lose some more endurance here, or some more hit points.
Okay. Yeah, I'm out of the lay on hands. I'd have to cast something. So.
Do you want to do that, or do you want to just take it?
I think I'll just take it and then heal later.
All right, 4 more hit points.
Okay.
So you lose 4 hit points, but the soldier's quick thinking and skill has saved your leg from infection and amputation eventually.
Yeah, that would be bad.
With great care, soldiers carry both you and Captain Duvall into the stone watchtower. All right, so basically you're in there. There's a watchtower here, and then and it's kind of attached to a very small. I don't even want to call it a keep. It's like it's just an outpost for keeping watch over these lands. It's not a lot of space these guys are crammed into. But you've definitely found the party that was missing, the King's Regiment, the ones who survived. And Captain Duvall is sitting near you on a bunk, and you're on your own. You're both recovering. Do you have any questions for him?
Well, I'm thrilled to see that you had not fallen. We found we feared the worst at the earlier battlefield.
And Captain Duvall says, "Oh, you weren't the only ones who feared the worst. I don't mind telling you, it was not good. We were taken not even by surprise. There was just too many of them, and they fight like demons." And
Yes.
Says, They are led by somebody. We've at least discovered who their leader is. He says they call themselves Baraka's men. Baraka is a Vasagonian name, and it seems we've both suffered at this Baraka's hand. A month ago, he and his Vasagonian renegades ambushed my troop up on the Ruinon Pike, where you found us. We were sorely outnumbered, and the fight was bitter. But we broke free from them and escaped here to Ruinon. We have been beleaguered ever since, and praying for help to arrive. We have enough weapons to resist them, but we barely have enough food and water to make it through the week.
That is problematic. I lost half of my men on our way here, and the other half had to retreat because our horses were all stolen.
I was going to say, I was sort of expecting the king would send a larger search party. And he kind of gives you a wry smile.
Right. I'll smirk.
But he puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, but we'll take what we can. He says, I doubt I know you could not have brought possibly enough food and water for us to make it. So I suppose a fight it will be.
Yes, it does appear to be that way.
I saw you in the Battle of Homegarden. You fought near the docks with the Duranese army.
Ah, yes, I did. It was...
What was your name?
Shard. I am known by... Let's see.
Well, your name is not familiar to me, but then I'm not Duranese. I'm sure it will become familiar after today, though.
She'll laugh and go, familiar or lost to time?
He says, well, I don't intend to let my men down.
No, I've had enough of these bandits.
And I've heard that the men of, the women too, of Durinur, they're worth 100 men in a fight.
Well, we certainly know how to hold our own.
The situation around here, he continues, is dire. Baraka has taken the mines. If you came from them, I'm sure you saw the Ruinese are being used as forced labor.
Yes, that is how I found my way here. The mines are crawling with bandit scum. Caused a cave-in, though. That was a blast.
Good. Maybe it'll delay them some. It's impressive feat making it through the mines. Only one other has done it.
Oh?
That man is Baron Oren Vanaland, the ruler of these lands. Come, we should see him.
Okay.
So Duval, you kind of get to your feet unsteadily, but the long spur on your leg is taking the pain away. And the two of you go to a topmost chamber of the watchtower, and Duval pushes open an iron-shod door. The sight that greets you there fills your heart with sadness. And I've got a picture for this. Let's see. Did you have any? While I'm pulling this up, did you have anything else you wanted to ask, Captain Duval?
I mean, I've got his sword now. I kind of don't want to give it back, but I can if he really wants it. Because it is the paladin thing to do.
Yeah, probably. Are you gonna give him his sword back?
I'll offer it.
You draw the sword and offer it to the captain, and see a look of surprise and delight cross his face as he examines the blade. This has been in my family for many years, he says. I never actually expected to see it again. This is a good omen for the battle ahead. And he does take it.
Sad. Okay. I'm back to my awesome dwarven battle axe.
But have you already used your Kai point? Your Kai
inspiration? No.
Yeah, you haven't? Okay. I'm gonna also give you then a couple of Ishur points, Ishur being the goddess of the moon.
Okay.
And these are like fate points in our other game, so you can use them to add to your dice rolls.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you 2 of them.
Sweet.
For getting the sword and giving it back. The sight before you is not actually what. There's not a man tied to a post and a raven eating him.
I was gonna say, this is a terrible way to treat your lord.
Yeah. The raven is the lord.
Oh, okay.
But no, this is the watchtower that I'm talking about. That you're in, and I'm basically describing here, so you can see how bad everything is. Or actually, maybe this is supposed to be. I always thought this was the watchtower, but reading it now, I think this might actually be supposed to be the castle of Oren Vanaland and how it's destroyed. Honestly, though, this is always what I picture the watchtower kind of looking like one tower left with maybe a gate and a little bit of ramparts to stand on. But no, this is Oren Vanaland's castle. You can see it's been decimated.
Yep.
Anyway, get back to the story here. Oren Vanaland is the 15th Baron of Ruinon, a noble warrior of royal lineage, and he's fifth in succession to the throne of Summerland. Well, fourth now, because the actual king is dead and the prince is sitting the throne.
Right.
In our version of events. So he's fourth in succession. He was a proud and chivalrous warlord, but he now lies upon the cold stone floor of the watchtower chamber, red-eyed and whimpering like a frightened dog.
Hang on. I'm trying to figure out where the hell I put my information about the guns I'm carrying.
You have a musket.
Yeah.
And the musket, if I grab my notes real quick.
Yeah, I don't know where I wrote that down. I'm gonna have to rewrite it. Okay.
Not a worry. The musket is, I wrote this down, it's a 2d12 plus your dex. It's a ranged weapon and it's piercing. It has 6 shots, which you can use. That means it can be used 6 times each adventure.
Yep.
It's got a range of 40, and then after 40, it has disadvantage on its attack until you get to 120, which is the max range.
Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, I didn't have that written down anywhere. That's really weird. I know I did, but it's apparently not on this page. I'm not sure where I put it.
That's what happens to all your stuff. You're missing potions.
Well, to be fair, I was sick last time, so I may not have put it down.
So, do you have anything to say? You're just kind of watching this guy cry on the floor.
No. I mean, watching the guy cry on the floor is not going to be conductive to anything. So she'll walk forward and wait, is he on the floor? Like,
yeah, he's like, it's a cold stone floor. It's a watchtower. It's been set up like a chamber. It's a decent chamber considering the times. But he is crouched upon the floor, actually crying and whimpering.
Well, just going from like her height, because it's like she'll put her hand on his shoulder, but only if she can reach it.
yeah, she can reach it.
Good sir, we need your strength now more than ever. The men need to see you standing tall with them.
And he raises his his head as he's saying this, and he says, in kind of a feeble voice, he mutters, "When a fair royal maid on the altar dies, the dead of Mockin Gorge shall rise. When a fair royal maid on the altar dies, the dead of Mockin Gorge shall rise."
Oh God. Uh-huh.
And Duval quietly comes behind you and is like, "I fear that the ordeal has turned his mind. Baraka destroyed his castle, his land, his town. He killed his sons, and he took his only daughter."
Can we use shards? Does she get any, like, seer vibes from this and realize that this is clearly more than just an old man's rambling?
Yeah, in fact...
Because I know that this is more than an old man's rambling, because this is very familiar to me.
You actually know the words he's saying.
Oh, it was part of the vision-y thing that she had earlier, isn't it?
With the scroll.
Yep.
And the and actually you have that scroll still.
Mm-hmm.
And if you unfurl it, you will read that he is repeating the last lines of the prophecy. When the full moon shines over the temple deep, a sacrifice will stir from sleep. The legions of a long forgotten lord. When a fair royal maid on the altar
Hang on,
dies.
I got. We've got like scenic, pretty music playing. That's just not gonna. Nope.
Oh man, it's just always the music is
It,
a hit or miss with
it's
us.
so funny. It was great for the first two songs because they were kind of dramatic and stuff, and now all of a sudden I'm like, oh god, no. Yeah, well, it was like scenic Celtic like vibes, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh, I could do it like Enya. When the full moon shines, oh,
Okay, thank you. That's perfect.
All right, so when the full moon shines over the temple deep, a sacrifice will stir from sleep the legions of a long forgotten lord. When a fair royal maid on the altar dies, the dead of Mockin Gorge shall rise to claim their long-awaited reward.
Yeah, she'll turn to Duval and say, "This is the second time I have heard these words. This bodes prophecy, not lunacy."
And Duval kind of scratches at his stubble, his beard, and says, "Prophecy? What prophecy of what?"
Something potentially worse to come. We must end this particular scourge so we can deal with the greater evil.
And suddenly the Baron is struggling to his feet and clasping you by the shoulders, and he says, "Where's to come? Yes, where's to come? The Baraka has found the dagger of Bashma. He wants to sacrifice my daughter upon the altar of Makin to release the undead of Makin Gorge." Now, you probably know this legend. Most people know this legend, but
History
you can
roll?
it's an easy one though.
Okay. History. How's 13?
That's fine.
Okay.
It beats it. Actually, by quite a bit. It's an easy roll.
Okay.
You feel a chill because you know the story of Vashna. Vashna was the first true overlord of the Dark Lords. He was the first Dark Lord. When the Dark Lords were created, there were 20 of them. And they were created as the hellspawn of Nar, the god of darkness. And they were to be his greatest champions. They were created from different facets of his own soul. And thus they were all filled with great power. But also, and Nar didn't quite plan this very well. They were filled with rage and hatred and distrust and paranoia, and were basically insane. And they immediately turned on each other, and they slew. Actually, some of the Dark Lords were slain by each other before they could ever go forth with armies into the world. Until the greatest of them, Dark Lord Vashna, stopped the fighting, rose through sheer might and force of will to be their leader, and gathered the armies of darkness and marched onto the world. And he would have taken over the entire world, except that the god Kai sent his own warriors forward, leading them from a distant land across the oceans to Magnamund. And when they landed on those shores, they marched forward with their armies and began to lay waste to the Dark Lord's forces. The greatest battle of this was fought at the edge of the old city of Makin, where the King Olnar the First of Summerland used the Summer Sword, the Sword of the Sun, to actually slay Vashna, though he himself was mortally wounded. Vashna and the bodies of all of his soldiers were hurled into the bottomless abyss of the Makin Gorge, which actually opened as part of their fighting. And supposedly their souls have laid in unrest and undeath inside the gorge ever since. if this prophecy, you're beginning to get the sense, would mean that with the dagger of Vashna, they could actually bring back the souls of the dead. And the end may be the soul of the greatest Dark Lord to ever live.
Yeah, that's not something this paladin's gonna want to let happen.
So Duval is kind of looking at you I don't know if you're explaining this all to him.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
so then as soon as you're done and the Baron starts grabbing and yelling and getting more and more worked up, and Duval eventually leads you from the room, and says I don't know how much more his mind can take of that, but if what you say is true, then maybe he's taking the smart way out. We would all rather be insane than face the armies of an army of the undead.
It's not too late to stop this before it happens. But we must survive here first.
And as you're saying that, you suddenly hear the shrill blast of a war horn. Captain Duval strides over to an arrow slit and peers out across the plain. As he turns to speak, you notice that his face has turned ashen gray. The bandits are launching a counterattack, he says.
Well, to the front.
All right, I'm going to throw up a picture again. Yeah. So while I'm prepping, here it goes. It's right there.
All right, I still have that potion of Alether that I might pop.
Yeah, you could use that, and it would last through this battle. So you'd have Bless, I think. You'd have a die 4 to all attack rolls.
Yep. It's attack, not damage, correct?
It's attack, not damage, and I do believe it's saving throws as well.
Yeah.
Or ability checks or something like that. Let me look it up.
And 15 temp. Okay.
It is... You gain temporary hit points. I want to say you... Oh, this is the good one, right? You have Mambas.
No, it's the potion of Alether. It's just a...
Because you did get one from Mamba that was better.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't used any potions. Okay. I apparently forgot to write all this shit down because I was tired and
Where
sick.
did you get this one from? Maybe this was the one you got from Mamba.
No, this was the one from Mamba because I only have this, and that's the only potion I have.
Okay. Well, this is a potion. If you need, this potion does 15 temporary hit points.
Yep, it's 15 plus bless, and it lasts for an hour.
Okay, perfect. Usually it's 10, so this is the better one.
Okay.
It's 15. So bless, yeah. So it'll last this battle. You'll have basically the spells of bless, and I want to say bless does. Let's check and see if it does anything other than.
I may also want to just cast Cure Wounds to try and max out my HP before we go into this.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah.
You probably should. It's a die 4 to attack and saving, so there we go. All right. So you follow Captain Duval as he hurries down the broad watchtower steps and out to the barricade. A rolling sound like distant thunder fills the air. Cavalry are pouring onto the plain from all sides. All sides. All sounds are attacking you. Hello, Ofex. Welcome to the stream. We're just about to do the battle of the barricade. So a rolling sound like distant thunder fills the air. Cavalry are pouring onto the plains from all sides, grouping up into battalions in preparation for the advance on your position. Columns of foot soldiers in bright scarlet armor march through the ranks of the bandits, herding a frightened wall of people before them. And Duval is shielding the light from his eyes with his hand, and he's looking out at that frightened wall of people. And he suddenly curses and says, They're Ruinese. That cur Baraka, he's using them as a shield. All around you, the captain's men are drawing their bowstrings, awaiting his signal of fire. But he doesn't seem to want to give the order for fear of hitting innocents.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, not a good time. Suddenly, there is a massive just thwang, and you see a hidden catapult from somewhere in the woods launch a massive black rock through the air, straight towards the barricade. You stare in horror as it bursts into flame and disintegrates, showering a rain of blazing oil on everyone beneath. The soldiers cannot evade the deluge, and many are badly burnt, while people run around trying to smother the flames. A battle cry resounds from the enemy ranks. That was the signal to attack. The Ruinese are pushed aside and trampled by the onrush of Scarlet Warriors who now race towards the barricade. The blazing oil has scattered everyone, and the barricade is poorly defended. Another barrel launches through the air and explodes right above you. I need you to make a dex save.
Woo! Dex save. What's my dex? Not terribly great, but not terribly bad. Let's see how I roll today. How's a 16?
16 is good. You're going to take half damage.
Okay.
Because it's burst right above you.
Right.
So you're taking 3 damage.
Okay.
Which is not bad. So you basically like back away and just kind of like, I don't know what you do. You like throw up your arms. You like get in a ball. Do you drop, stop, and roll? What are you doing?
I mean, she's short to the ground, so stop, drop, and roll sounds like a good plan.
All right, so you stop, drop, and roll, and as you come back to your feet, you hear Captain Duvall shout your name. And you also hear, so everybody's in disarray. There's people on fire around you, and Captain Duvall, his cloak and tunic are ablaze, and he's screaming for help.
Do I have a cloak or something? Is there something nearby I could use to put him out?
Yeah, you have around your, it's kind of dirty and destroyed now, but you have a white cloak that you wear as part of your uniform. You could rip that off and
do it.
All right, so you push Captain Duvall to the ground and smother him with your white cloak. Smother sounds like a strong word. Like you're gonna accidentally.
I'm accidentally gonna suffocate him in trying to heal him here.
But no, the flames are soon extinguished, and you draw away your cloak to see how badly he is injured. He seems to be actually okay. His uniform is burnt and tattered, but he is unscathed otherwise.
Hey.
And
fast thinking.
He reaches up a hand and says, I guess that makes us even, Shard.
Yeah, she'll laugh.
So you pull him to his feet, and he says, we have to get to the barricade now. I'll gather the men and head this direction. He points to another way towards the barricade, and kind of says you should run there.
Okay. We'll run up to the barricade, and she's gonna pull her musket and get that shit ready because.
Sweet.
Let's
nice.
try and murder some guys from a distance.
Perfect. So I'm gonna say you climb on top of an overturned wagon where you get some sight on guys.
Mm-hmm.
You see the enemy have now reached the ruined perimeter of Gruinon. Give me a quick perception roll.
Okay. Another 16.
Okay, nice. You spot a group of bandits who are using the broken cottage walls, because there was that cottage where that guy was hiding. You see they've rushed ahead and have gotten there. There's like a small group of them, and they're trying to come forward while everyone's distracted. They're pretty close. You think they're within range. They're about 80 feet away right now. So you take disadvantage, but you could shoot them down. You could wait for them to get closer. Or you could order guards there, whatever you want to do.
I only have 6 shots, so I kind of want to guarantee it.
Gotcha.
So the moment...
Are we in lullaby music again?
No. The moment... We're in, like, dark horror mode at the moment.
Perfect.
Dark fantasy, something like that.
Love it.
So the moment they get within her 40 feet of range, where she knows she can guarantee a shot, she's gonna blow one away.
All right. Are you giving any orders to the soldiers around you, or anything like that?
Are there archers nearby?
There are.
Then she'll point him out to the archers, because the archers have longer range than she does.
Sweet. Awesome. I'm also going to add something to your weapon. It will crit on a 19 or 20. Because it's a big-ass musket.
Write that down.
So, yeah, the Vasagonian bandits soon break cover and charge. And you give the order to your archers to fire. And a cloud of arrows sweeps down upon the armor-clad men. This was a good plan. Let's make a quick fate die. Let's see how well this goes on.
Okay.
I tell you what, not fate die. Roll like 5 die 20.
Okay. An 18.
Perfect.
A 10.
Okay. Now that guy's not doing so good.
A 16.
Yeah, he hits. Oh yeah.
A 20.
Oh man.
How many's that? 4?
That was 4. Yeah.
I get to re-roll that because that was a 1. Or do I not get to re-roll that? Does that guy just fail?
He fails.
Okay.
But you rolled more successes than failures. So the cloud of arrows sweeps down upon the armor-clad men, and the hardened tips penetrate their scarlet plate. The first wave of assailants tumbles and falls. The second wave falters. The third volley forces them back, and the men retreat to the ruins to reorganize themselves. Not everybody hit, so there's groups of little bandit warriors who've survived the hail of death, and they've reached the barricade. Around you, the bandits are being slain as they try to push through, but a small, determined section of their boldest fighters have broken through close to where you stand, and suddenly a thick-bodied warrior with oily black hair tied in a knot at the back of his scarred head leaps through the carnage and is rushing your wagon.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot him.
Alright, make a roll.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Grab some stats here.
Oh, an 18!
Oh, so close. Alright, well still, that does hit.
Right.
So go ahead and make a damage roll.
And it's 2d12. I only have 1d12. Nope, I don't. I've got 2. Okay. Plus Dex? Oops.
Plus your Dex.
Okay. Okay, first shot was 18 damage.
Nice. All right. Okay. So this is, as he jumps up, you just blast him in the chest. And he falls back dead.
Nice.
But another man who's right behind him climbs up on the wagon, and you guys are in combat.
Okay.
So let's roll initiatives for you.
Um, 16.
And neither of these guys is wearing the armor.
Okay.
He rolled a 16 as well.
Do you want to re-roll?
No, he's a 17 total.
Oh, okay.
Dex. Is that, so
no,
you got
that was 16 total, yeah.
Oh, okay. So he jumps up there. He's got a spear, and he is going to try to stab you with that spear. And he's going totally reckless on this. So he's going to have advantage to hit you, but you have advantage to hit him too. What's your AC?
18.
Okay, so he spins around and slices you twice with the spear. You've seen one of these before. It's the one that has like a point on one end, like on both ends, like a sharp, almost scythe look on one end, and a point on the other. So he's attacking you with both points, and he's spinning around. I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones or anything, but you could kind of picture the Dothraki here. He's definitely from Vasagonia, this dude. And he does a total of 12 damage to you.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
Okay. She's gonna have to drop the gun because he's right up on top of her, and she'll grab that later.
Okay.
And she's going to hit him with her axe.
And that was off your temporary hit points, remember that?
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, sweet. So roll 2 dice for this because you have advantage.
Oh, okay. Woo! Oh, plus I get to roll the d4, right?
Yeah, and a d4.
How's a 16 do? Man, me and a 16.
Yeah, you actually hit him.
Okay.
Yeah, you hit him.
Okay, so that's a 1d8 plus 6 instead of plus 7. I rolled an 8.
Oh, nice.
So
All right.
14 total for that hit.
Nice, good strike. So you basically chuck your musket at his face, and while that bashes him, you're there with your axe, and you chop him, kind of spinning him around. But even though blood is like flying in a line as he spins, he's still all about this fight, and he darts back in. He's gonna try to shove you, like get on you and shove you off the wagon. Like basically he jumps at you with his knees forward. He's trying to push you off the wagon with his knees and come down on you with his spear. It's pretty brutal. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to make an attack roll for him first. This is a normal attack roll. He does get a 17. Does that hit you?
Nope.
Okay, so he slams it into you. Or no, he doesn't slam into you. You step out of the way, and he kind of moves past you, and spins around again, and it's your turn.
Okay.
You don't get advantage on this one.
Okay.
You tried something different.
Well, that's a 21 to hit, so I think I hit him.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Only a 10 to hit that time. Or 10 damage.
So 10 damage?
Yeah.
That's still pretty good. I mean, that's a solid cut. And he's gonna use you've knocked him to the edge of the wagon. I'm gonna make a quick save for him. Okay, he keeps his footing. Actually, once again, he's gonna do a couple things. He's gonna try to pull you off the wagon. Like as you come in and slice him with the axe, he grabs your hand, or tries to, shove you off balance.
Is this like an opposed strength thing, or?
Yeah, opposed strength.
Okay.
You can use athletics here. He rolled a 15.
Well, I rolled a 16 plus 6.
Ooh, nice. All right, so you maintain you just pull away from him, and he's going to use his other attack to try to actually strike you. This he does hit. He does hit on this. Okay. For a total of, as I drop my dice, it is, let's re-roll that. That is 9 damage. Damn. Okay. So, yeah. You pull away from him, and with his other hand, he's stabbing his spear into your armor. But it's your turn now.
Okay. I'm gonna hit him with my axe again.
All right.
Which I totally do.
For how much?
With an 18.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Is that the damage?
No. That was the hit.
Oh, okay.
To hit.
Okay. Yeah, no, you totally hit him.
11 damage this time.
Ooh, he's looking really bad. He is.
Man, how much HP did this one guy have?
he was beefy. He was beefy. He had over 40 hit points. And he's gonna just recklessly rush in and try once more to like double strike you. He hits on one of them for a measly 4 damage.
Okay.
So it does not. He comes spinning at you, and you're just holding up your. Do you have your shield, or are you just double handing your axe here?
No, I have my shield.
Okay, so you're holding up your shield, and you hear like tink, 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 like against the shield as he's spinning and striking each time. And now it goes to you for the counterattack. You guys are sort of dancing along the top of this wagon.
Yep. I'm gonna smash him in the face, which I totally do again. I've been rolling really good with that die. I'll keep that. No crits, and another 11 damage.
Oh, do you want to use one of your fate points? You'll take him out.
Sure.
All right. So fate seems to steer your hand as you suddenly duck under one of the spinning cuts and then uppercut with your axe, taking his jaw off. And he flies off the wagon with the force of your blow and lands dead in the dirt below in a spreading pool of red. At this point, Duvall is suddenly, you see him running past the wagon, shouting out, "For Summerlund!" And he's leading a dozen of his best swordsmen in a countercharge and driving the enemy all the way back to the edge of the barricade. They cut down everyone as they go. And those who manage to flee are cut down on the plain by the archers that you command. As they run towards the ruins, the bandits. Mm-hmm. The shout of victory, though, has barely died away before a new threat approaches you guys.
Okay.
And what's your life at?
I'm at 24.
Of 30-something?
38, yep.
38, okay. Captain Duvall is going to chuck you a quick healing potion.
Lovely.
Just a little one. Like he's like, Shard, here! And throws it to you. Mm-hmm. Oh, for shits and giggles, let's make you catch it.
Okay.
All right, make a dex save.
A dex save?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm under bless. I get to roll the thing again. 17.
Oh, blessed you are indeed. You catch it right out.
Yay!
It is a regular healing potion, which, if I look up the stats real quick, that is a
D4 by something.
I want to say it's like 2d4. Let me see here. Potion of healing. That is 2d4 plus 2.
Okay. 3, 6, 9. Okay.
9. All right, nice. So, you've just finished downing this and chucked away the empty bottle
3.
When you see a mantlet, a large shield on wheels, being pushed slowly across the body-strewn battleground towards the barricade. Arrow shafts are soon bristling from its thick wooden planks as your archers fire their bows time and time again in an attempt to hit the shielded foe. Suddenly,
By the way, I picked up my gun again.
Yeah, oh yeah, you didn't just leave that?
No, I'm not just going to leave it there on the field of battle.
Suddenly, a rogue figure darts from behind the mantlet and levels a black staff at the barricade.
Oh, heck no. I'm going to shoot him.
All right, nice. With your musket?
Oh, heck yeah.
He's still a good about 60 feet away, so it's a disadvantage, but give it a shot.
I'm going to do it. Nice!
What is it?
I was double 16s. That was really freaking cool.
Good. Cool.
What do
You're doing the 16s today.
Yeah, I am. A lot of, and it's all weird, different combinations too. With my Because I'm rolling like 14s, 15s, and 16s with the various things I get to add on. Plus Dex. Dex is what? 3? Yeah. 17 then.
Do a damage roll on this.
Okay. Oh no, 12s, not 10s, 12s. Oh, that was beautiful. I rolled an 11 and a 12. Plus
nice.
my dex.
Yeah.
26 damage.
Okay, so your shot has saved you from the fireball. It was a massive fireball was going to fly and hit you directly. Instead, your musket hits him straight in the chest, and he's blown backwards by the force of the blow. The fireball still goes off, but instead of heading for you, it cartwheels across the plain and explodes with a tremendous roar at the edge of the barricade. Some defenders are hit by it, they're hurled into the air, and the shattered barricade follows, just like pieces of it just chunking into the air. A cloud of dust and debris washes over you, and as you're coughing and coming through it, you see a line of enemy cavalry charging across the plain towards that breach in the wall, in the barricade.
Okay.
They're wearing tall plumed helmets of polished steel and breastplates of deepest crimson. In the wake of the fireball, they're headed for the remains of the barricade, and they're cutting down men as they come. So you have a couple options here. You can go rush and try to face them, or you can run back to the watchtower to hold its defenses.
Rush to face them or hold the defenses. So
like you can basically go help the men who are coming out to fight, who are standing their ground at the barricade, which is fine. Or you can pull back to the watchtower to join the defenders on the wall.
So I could keep potentially shooting a couple of them down
as you get on the wall. Yeah.
I'd probably be more useful on the wall.
You rushing that way?
I think so.
All right. So let me throw up a picture of this too. I think I've got this one. Boom. And knowing our music, it's probably something out of the musical Cats.
No,
Cats
it
right
just
now, right?
got really quiet again.
All right. So you rush back towards the wall, or towards the watchtower. Sorry, and there's a soldier who sees you coming, and he says, "Hurry! They'll be on you in a minute." And then he suddenly dies as from inside the watchtower, a warrior comes out and stabs him through the head.
Oh, heck that.
With an arrow that he has in his hand. He just uses it and drives it into his head. And then he fits another bolt into a crossbow at his side and raises it to fire at you. So he's going to get a surprise round here. He crits. Jeez, arrows in you.
Dang it.
You draw arrows like
I'm an arrow magnet, apparently.
You're an yeah. Jeez. And it's weird that he was inside the tower.
Yeah, that is very suspicious.
Where is my damage for crossbows? Let me grab that real quick. Hello, Knight and Weissmuller. Good to see you today. Doing some crazy battling here. We got Shard in the house. Or in the watchtower. There it is. God, I flipped to like every marked page but that. Okay, so that is... Let me see how much damage you'll take. So this shaft just drives out, and you're so surprised that you sort of like...
Well, yeah, you don't really expect to be attacked from behind.
You don't even stop moving.
Mm-hmm.
You're still running, and you just kind of... The bolt actually goes through your neck.
Problem?
Hitting you for 7 damage. So not the worst you've taken.
No.
But cut through like a chunk of your neck. You're alive. Gonna have another scar there.
God dang it.
But
I am not a pretty dwarf anymore.
Yeah, no. Yeah. What was your charisma?
+4. I'm still charming as heck.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're very charmed. You have a force of will that's impressive. You can keep rushing and meet this guy in combat.
Oh yeah, let's take this guy down.
Okay, so you let's roll initiatives. He rolled really low.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, he rolled a 6. So there's that. Go ahead and rush up and do your thing. Do your thing, Shard.
Do my thing. Let's go punt him in the face with a 20. Yeah.
Ooh, wow, nat 20?
Yep.
And is that with your axe or your musket?
No, it's the axe.
Okay, sweet. So go ahead and crit that roll.
Where's my...
Let's see what I got here.
2d8s. Do I get to roll my No, it's not to damage, it's to attack rolls. Okay.
You always roll. It's the dice that gets doubled. Nothing else gets doubled. But your dice.
Well, no. I was trying to remember if the bless was for actual damage. It's just for attack.
No.
Yeah.
No. This is where Lone Wolf's mind blast is.
Oh, I know, right? So that's 15 damage total for that hit. I didn't roll 2 great. I rolled a 6 and a 3.
And okay. So you added your
15.
bonuses.
Yeah, my +6
15.
with all my extra.
Yeah, that's not the best. Did you get your bonus for fighting with Duelist? Your Paladin bonus?
My +2. Yep.
All right. Well, you managed to you rush in and cut him really good. I mean, you just get there before he can drop the crossbow, and your axe blow you're just yelling as you come in, just like "Argh!" and like.
I'm a terrifying short, tiny dwarf.
short, tiny female dwarf charges him like a shot out of hell, and just cuts his crossbow in half. And the only thing he manages to draw in response to this is a dagger, and he is gonna get a 16 to hit.
Nope.
So he's fumbling with a dagger, trying to stab you with that, but he fails. It's your attack.
Gonna try and hit him in the face again. Or in the throat. Right. In the throat would be nice. I rolled a 1. I get to re-roll that. Yay. I'll take the 18 instead. Thank you very much.
All right. You hit?
Yep. 12 damage this time.
You take him down.
Nice.
With your second blow, you're just so furious. She's like, just breathe in there, and your second axe blow takes off his head.
Nice. I see the cat has come to say hello.
Yeah, cute Newcomb's here. And she's being sweet today. She's not doing her usual attack all the dice, eat all the pages, wipe her dirty butt on the books.
Yep.
That's happened. That has happened. Okay, so she all right. You managed to cut off his head.
Yeah.
And then you can leap across his body and enter the watchtower.
Yeah, and see if there's anyone else hanging out in the watchtower that is not supposed to be there or just has decided to attack us.
Running up the wide stone stairs, you reach a landing on the first level where you see 2 soldiers One is dead, and the other is slowly dying.
Okay, so I'll run over to the one that's almost dead.
Okay.
What and ask him what on earth happened. How are we attacked from behind?
You may have to actually heal him if you wish to talk to him.
Damn.
He's quickly dying.
Yeah, I've got 2 slots left. I guess I can try.
Okay. And you notice further up the stairs, there's other dead bodies of Vasagonians.
Okay. Let's see. What's my spell? Modifier. Charisma? Okay. Well, that was a 10 to heal, so enjoy that 10.
Okay, so he takes a deep breath and coughs, and you close his wounds. Your skill repairs the punctured flesh in seconds, and you help him to his feet, and he sort of is looking at his body with open-mouthed astonishment. And he says the gods truly have sent you to help us. He says, what? And that's all he says. I mean, you can ask him questions if you'd like.
Yeah, where did this man come from that we were attacked from within?
He says, we were here at the aiming down. He points to the arrow slit, right next to you. He's like, we were trying to help the defenders, and the attack came from behind, from up the tower. I don't quite know what's going on, but they seem to be coming from above.
Above? Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Guess I'm going up then.
He says, I heard fighting up there until just seconds ago. You may wish to heal before you rush up, if you have any of your power left.
More combat again? Oh god, I have one last heal spell.
He's looking at your gushing neck wound.
Oh yeah, the gushing neck wound. It's fine. I'm fine. I've got 26 HP. No, yeah. I mean, I could.
Yeah,
I could burn my last spell.
I have another neck. All dwarves have 2 necks.
Didn't you know I have a spare?
It's like beards. We just trade them out.
Right. Well, I didn't roll as well for me, but that was a 9. So.
Okay, so you heal up a bit. You can also, if you want, you can stop at the window here and take a shot at down below or see what's going on with the battle.
Yeah, let's see how they're doing.
You take a quick look out and you see a bandit horseman racing across the plains with a javelin held high in his hand towards Captain Duvall, who is fighting with his back to him.
How far away is he?
The bandit?
Yeah.
He's within 40 feet.
Oh, then I'm gonna try and save Duvall, because Duvall's cool. But if he dies, I get to take his sword again. I'm feeling a little torn.
You have his will, and it says, "This sword goes to my family." And you're like, yeah, he willed his sword to me.
I'm part of his family now.
It's amazing.
We got married. Didn't you know?
Read this. You just replace his will with the scroll you got from the old dude. When the dead of Mockingbird.
Yes.
All right, so take your shot. Take your shot.
Take my shot. It crits on a 19.
Oh, nice. Okay,
yes!
roll your 4.
My
D12s.
4 D12s.
And what is this? Your 3rd shot?
Yes. I have 3 more.
Cool.
Lungs. Where's my 12? 12. 3, 4. I have 4 12s. Excellent. Oops. I almost rolled a d20. Let's put that down. There we go. Plus my dex. 32 damage.
Nice. Okay, so your bullet, you turn your shot at the last minute and shoot his horse in the head. and he tumbles off the horse and impales himself on his own javelin.
Nice.
As he crashes to the ground. And Duval doesn't even notice. That's how quick and clean the kill is. He keeps fighting. And then the archer next to you is like, that's a fantastic shot, man. He's like, and he's just looking at you, and he's like, you are a healer. You are a bringer of life and a taker of life. Oh, I am in the presence of godhood.
I have my moments.
He says, not since we heard that the Kai Lords have perished, have I felt such hope.
Oh, my poor lone wolf.
He says, you should go now. I'll handle things here. And he brings his own arrow up and takes his place at the arrow slit.
You mean his bow, not his arrow? Unless he's gonna throw it really, really hard.
He's a really hard thrower. Yeah, there are arrows. He doesn't upgrade to a bow until level 3. Until then, he just has to chuck arrows. Yeah, he has a little rubber band that he puts between his fingers, and he sets the bow in there, and he's like, doo, doo.
He sets the bow in there. Oh no!
God, man, he sets the air. Yeah, see, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's throwing bows. He's using bows to fire bows. He sets the arrow in a bow and then throws it at people, thinking that'll work. But
this poor guy.
Yeah, no. His name is Jeffrey. And,
Jeff, why?
Jeff, we're gonna hope survives this battle and learns one day to use a bow and arrow. But are you rushing up the stairs?
Yeah, we're going up the stairs.
All right, you reach a trapdoor. It seems it seems unlocked. You could push it open.
Do I hear anything?
You hear a screech. Sounds like some kind of animal above.
Excellent. We've got flying monsters.
What are you doing?
Oh my god. Okay, I guess I go up.
All right.
Man, I hope it doesn't need a magical weapon.
You push open the trapdoor.
Oh no.
All right. You climb out onto the watchtower roof and are greeted there by a shocking sight. The bodies of Summerlending soldiers lie scattered over the floor. Their armor is rent and torn, and they have all suffered terrible wounds. Over the carnage hovers a monstrous bird. Its wings beat the smoke-filled air, its razor-sharp talons slashing and mutilating everything they touch. The bird has arrows sticking out of it and numerous wounds. It lights on the tower with a screech, and its rider dismounts. He's wreathed in iron and steel, the scimitar in his hand stained with Summerlending blood. He swings one leg down from his gem-encrusted saddle and comes down onto the watchtower roof, and he is yelling at you as he approaches. And what he says is, this battle is lost, the little woman. Do you look like a man at all? He might mistake you for a man, huh?
I imagine her as having like bright red crazy hair, but it's all done up in braids under like her helmety thing, so he cool. Probably has no idea her gender unless he notices boobs.
Okay, yeah, and I don't think you have like boob breastplate, like
the traditional fantasy breastplate.
Yeah. You have just some full plate.
It's full plate mail. Yeah, it's not gonna.
So yeah,
be
he jumps
curvy.
down and he's like, your life is soon to end, little man. He says, I'll give you this one chance to flee. Otherwise, know this: my name is Ganon, and I am the lord of the bandits of the Wildlands. You shall not defeat me in combat.
She's just gonna smirk at him and roll initiative.
Sweet. So if you were Lone Wolf, you would recognize this guy. This is Ganon, whose brother Durier, Lone Wolf slew.
Well, no, I thought I killed Ganon and Durier was the one who got away. Oh well. Well, I killed the other one, yeah.
remember which one. I thought you killed Durier, but maybe someone can tell us who's listened to the episodes recently.
Yeah. Either way, yeah, he did. The brother did.
Yeah, this is the brother. This is the other brother.
I was wondering what happened to him.
All right.
All right,
so
hang on. I need to.
He rolled.
Quick
Go
question: have I used my oath ability today? I know I used it once, but I think that might have been before the rest I took.
Your which one? Your oath of devotion?
Yeah.
Remind me what they do. What that does. Remind me what that do. What that do.
Yeah, I don't think I did. It's sacred weapon. It gives
You definitely have not used sacred weapon.
Yeah. It's Sacred Weapon or Turn the Unholy, and I definitely haven't used Turn the Unholy, so I still have this. Okay. As an action, you can imbue one weapon that you are holding with positive energy using your channel divinity. For 1 minute, you add your charisma modifier to attack rolls made with that weapon on top of my other modifiers with the minimum bonus of 1. So that would be it.
So let's see. You're rolling a die 20.
Yep.
Plus a die 4.
Yep.
Plus your charisma.
Yep.
Plus your strength.
Yep.
Plus your proficiency.
Yep.
Yeah, so you're probably gonna hit a lot. Does it do extra damage?
That's what I'm. Let me finish. The weapon also emits a bright light for 20-foot radius and a dim light beyond that. If the weapon's not already magical, it becomes magical, so it is magical now.
Sweet. That's nice. That could come in useful in some battles.
Okay. Yep. No, that's it. It doesn't do extra damage, but it does, like, basically kind of almost guarantee that I hit every time.
Yeah, nice. So it's and it bypasses resistance, basically.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he is not magical. Ganon comes dancing off the bird.
Oh, he floats
like,
down.
Hello. I'm magical Ganon, here to fight you now. Maybe I should just play him that way. That's kind of fun.
Oh my god.
He just rushes into battle just happily. Let's do that. So he's really happy about fighting you.
Hey,
prances in and says, "Say your prayers,
oh
Summerland. I am ready to fight you." Let's do it.
Oh my god.
Magical
so let's
game.
see. My D20, my strength, the charisma, and then my D4 that I'm rolling, right?
Yeah, and it's. I think it's your turn, right? Because it's the bonus using that thing.
Yeah, it's a bonus.
Sweet, run for it.
Okay. And here's my D4. Oh, well, I only added 1, but 25 to hit, so.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, that really stung, but I will sting right back."
Well, I haven't actually done my damage roll yet. Hang on, let me roll my damage.
I'm telling you now, it didn't feel good.
Didn't feel good. Well, we're starting with a 10.
Okay, well, not as bad as I thought, actually.
Well, I didn't crit, so you know.
All right, he's like, because he kind of like backs away. He's like, "Well, you really are ready to fight. But for what do you fight? These aren't your people. They're not even your species." And he comes at you, and he's got... if I stop dropping all my dice... Okay, you're going to stare at my moving face for a minute. Okay. He is
roller coaster.
He's coming at you with his... He's got this scimitar.
Okay.
Let's try that again. That is a 18 to strike you.
My defense is 18. Yeah.
Okay, so he just bursts through. Let me get my... I think it's a die 8 for scimitar, but it's been a while since I've used one, so let me pull it up.
It's a D8 or a D6, I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure D8, and I think he can use it, like, with finesse and all sorts of crap like that. Let's see. His red armor's right there. Dude, there it is. Okay. So he is a... Oh, no, you're right. Die 6. All right. Well, he comes at you for a die 6
Karina used
advantage.
a scimitar for a long time. I kind of vaguely remember that one.
That's right. That's right. Well, you had the crying scimitar.
Yeah. The cursed scimitar.
The one that made
crit
you bleed
amazing.
from your eyes all the time. I was proud of that one. That was one of my own inventions. All right. He hits you for 8 damage with that die. And then spins around and does a little like movement, and as he's doing his like weird movement, you're distracted by it. He goes in for you again, but he's kind of stumbles off balance and misses.
Oh, he got too flouncy.
But that was also part of his plan, because as he stumbles, he comes up suddenly in another slice for another 4 damage.
Okay.
And he says, this is really not your fight. You should leave these people to their doom and get back to your own people. I am sure it'll be safer in the south and more than it would ever be up here in the north. These lands are going to be lost.
You talk too much. And she's gonna hit him again.
All right.
Oh, where's my D4? $25 to hit again.
Oh yeah.
That was pretty good. 13 damage.
Woo! That's a good one. That's a good hit. All right. So yeah, and are you just like trading blows with him? Are you trying to do anything special here?
I want to take him down as efficiently as possible without as many goofy dumb flourishes as he's doing. I'm just rolling my eyes at his antics at this point.
All right.
I don't have time for your shit. I'm taking you down.
He says, well, if that's the way we're going to be. And he suddenly grips his a scimitar with both hands and makes like he like winds up and then like jumps in the air and tries to come down on you. And he crits.
Oh, God damn it. You and your critting.
This is his one attack this turn, but he just drives this blade down into you for 13 damage.
Ow.
And how are you looking?
Pretty bad, actually. I'm at 10 HP at this point.
Yeah. I'm
out of all Heelys.
You're out of all Heelys.
Yep.
Shoot. Well,
I can eat food if that'll heal at all, but that's it.
No, yeah, just hold on there.
Hang on, let me Skyrim eat some apples. I'll be with you in a minute.
There's a couple different options you have if you don't want to keep fighting him. His bird is actually hovering nearby. There's also the trapdoor that you came up through. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a couple different elements here.
How's he looking?
He's still looking really good. Like the cuts, the blows you've dealt have been heavy, but he hasn't winded yet.
Dang.
He's still standing pretty good. And in addition, he's winding up for his next attack. Now you would have advantage on this attack because he did kind of a big move there. Mm-hmm. But it's your turn. You also have your musket. You could always, try to draw your musket
and shoot him point blank, kind of.
Yeah, it would get rid of your. Oh no, because I told you the musket doesn't take disadvantage on point blank, right?
Yeah, you didn't.
Yeah, I think, did I say it didn't, or did I just not talk about it?
I don't think you said anything about point blank.
Okay. In that case, you would still have a disadvantage on this for being right up next to him, but that would be countered out by the advantage, so it would just be a normal roll.
Right. I'm gonna try and shoot him. Let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. And then I'll try and steal his bird. I've rolled an 18.
Oh, again.
Okay. 2d12. Oh, that was a beautiful roll. 22 damage.
22 damage. Jesus. All right. So you just drop your axe, whip your musket around, and fire directly at him. He's kind of crouched in front of you from his previous blow, and it just blows him backwards off his feet, and he's still alive. He's like, oh my! I didn't expect that to happen. You carry quite the punch in your breastplate, little girl. And you've got you said you wanted to rush for the bird?
I was debating stealing the bird. But I also kind of don't want to leave this guy here, because he'll just go downstairs and murder that poor archer. It's not a very paladin thing to do, to just run away.
Jeffrey!
Jeff! Yeah, I'm gonna try and, no, I gotta attack him again. Is he looking a little bit worse now?
I mean, it's gonna be his turn.
Yeah.
So you either like move, or you stand there and yeah, he's gonna get up. He looks worse, definitely. He's not out yet.
Shit.
I will say, if you are going to move, now is a good time because you've broken his ability to opportunity attack you.
Right. It's very important that Jeffrey keeps throwing arrows at the enemy. Oh man, shit. Yeah, I don't know, cause like
you surviving is tantamount.
Self-preservation is high, but I also really kind of want to murder this dude. And it's a paladin thing. Ah! Shit. I can steal his bird, though. Fuck it, let's steal his bird. I'm gonna steal his bird.
Alright. So you run as he's like, wait, come back! And starts chasing at you. And you're gonna leap astride his bird, who does not like this.
Mm-hmm.
The bird is freaking out, screeching, churning, like launches itself off the roof, and you are trying to hold on. I think we're gonna have to make a animal control, like there's an animal handling check here. Yeah. Let's do one thing first. As you leap at the bird, it's gonna try to claw you because it sees you coming. So make I'd say this would be like acrobatics, right? To jump and grab, or is that an athletics thing? That's more, I guess, is that more athletics? Let's see. Let's look up what.
I vote athletics, but.
Yeah, probably. Let's see what the book says about athletics. Athletics is climbing, jumping, or swimming. Well, that sounds like this.
Yeah, that's a jump and a grapple kind of.
Acrobatics is staying on your feet. Anything that calls or performing acrobatic stunts like dives, rolls, somersaults, and flips. I'm gonna give you your call on this because you could flip onto the bird. Or
no, she's gonna like most efficient. She's athletic. Let's do that.
All right, do that.
I've rolled a 19 and I get plus 6. So yeah.
So you leap and grab this thing as it's trying to take off. It's gonna hit you, but for half damage. So instead of taking 8 damage, you take 4.
Oh God.
And you swing up onto the saddle, and Ganon behind you is like, "No, that's my bird. I haven't even named her yet. The Macedonians gave that to me."
Uh-huh. She's gonna flip him off, pat Jordy on the head, and fly off.
Jordy, I love it. All right, well, let's do some animal control because Jordy is trying to flip you the fuck off of her.
Nah, we're fine. We're friends. We're totally friends. Animal handling?
Yeah.
Oh, we're totally friends with an 18.
Let's make I'm gonna do like a will check on it to see if it's gonna bow to your will on this. Let me see my stats for it. And Ganon, as you are descending now. Well, I don't know if you're descending. Did you want to go down or up?
I need to like find some more health potions or something. Like shit.
Okay, so let's see. It has a wisdom.
See, I don't know if I control the bird that much, but I totally thought about grabbing him with the bird and dropping him on the floor. That's what I wanted to do. But I don't know.
You can try that.
I can try it. Can I control the bird enough to do that? Well,
you can at least swoop it at him.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Yeah, I don't know that you know how to make it like grab him, because you definitely don't have like animal. But you did pass your animal control, so you kind of swing the bird down at him, and it's gonna make a die 20 roll. Let's see if it hit +6.
+6.
Yep.
19.
Oh yeah, you hit. Do a 2d6 +4.
2d6. Uh, 10.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you swing down, and the bird claws at his face, just enraged as it goes. And you hear him scream and lift hands to his face, and blood is seeping through the fingers.
Ah, we ruined his pretty face.
And he's like, "You know not what awaits you. The darkness is coming for this land. It is happening. My brother saw the truth of it, and now I've seen the truth of it. Damn your eyes!" And you fly off away from the tower, and the bird is once again gonna try to like fight your hold on it. So go ahead and give me another animal handling here.
16.
16. Let me roll for it. Ooh, it beats you this time. It suddenly turns and soars upwards into the sky. You rise about 200 feet above the battle.
Oh, that's good.
And it suddenly spins in midair. And make a strength check.
Uh-oh. I'm still under blessed, right?
Yes.
I get to re-roll. Oh, thank God.
But this is a check, not a save.
Oh, so I don't get to roll the... Oh, okay.
Yeah. And it rolled high.
17.
It rolled a 20.
Oh, no. I'm going to die.
do you want to use that Kai die?
Yeah, let's...
Or wait. You have... Yeah, you might want to use that.
Yeah, let's use that Kai point and make sure I don't immediately die from a bird net.
This is athletics.
Athletics?
Yep.
Okay, 21 that time.
So you beat it by 1.
Oh, God. Yay.
Okay. So you barely manage to hang. I mean, you actually slip off the bird and grab its tail feathers. And at this, it screeches and starts to dive again. Okay. And you clamber your way back up to the saddle and make another animal control check.
Freaking bird.
God.
19.
It rolled 19 as well.
Ah!
So you guys are struggling in the air. You're trying. I don't know where you're trying to get it to do.
Land.
To get it to
I want to get close enough to the ground so I can.
Get it like You guys swoop towards the ground, and at the last minute, it just pulls up and starts going up again. You guys are scattering horsemen below you. Go ahead and make one more check.
19 again.
Rolled a 21.
God damn it!
So what it does now is it actually slams its side into the side of the watchtower, and you do lose your grip and fall.
Okay.
What's your life at?
6.
6. You're fortunately not that high off the ground. You take 3 damage from the fall.
I don't feel so good, guys. I don't feel so good.
The bird screeching takes off into the sky. Let's see where we are here.
On the plus side, the guy has lost his bird.
Yeah, the guy is on the tower. He's hurt.
If I can find some good health potions, I'll go back up there and try and murder his face again. But
yeah, you also, let's see. Okay, so you've landed near to where Captain Duvall and his men are locked in mortal combat with the invading cavalry. They are outnumbered and hard pressed, and the foe is using their spike-shod horses to kick and trample their opponents underfoot. There is a dead soldier near you. Make a perception check.
Perception. I crit.
Oh, perfect. Then you see that you notice there's something underneath him.
Okay. Let's go get it.
Looks like a bag of some kind.
It's rummaging.
Yeah, you push him off, and you see that he was some kind of field medic, and in the bag are 2 potions of healing.
Yay! Basic potions?
Yeah, basic. You can down them right now.
Yeah, let's do that. So, they're 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2, so it'll be 4d4 plus 4.
Right. Okay. 8 from that first potion. And 10 from the second. I'll take that. So I'm back. I'm at 21 HP now.
All right, and you finish healing and notice that there's a couple things going on. Over by Duvall, there's the cavalry who are using their horses to like kick and kill your friends, your allies, and then about 50 yards from the barricade, there's these armored handlers with packs of warhounds, and they kneel to let them loose. So you kind of have to make a call here. Do you want to go for these warhounds, or do you want to rush and fight the cavalry alongside Captain Duvall?
See, if I kill the handlers, the hounds are just going to be loose anyway, right?
Well, you would actually be attacking the hounds themselves.
It would be specifically the hounds.
Yeah, the handlers are too far away. Like, the hounds are rushing to flank Captain Duvall and his men.
How many hounds?
You would be fighting 3 of them. 4 of them.
Damn. Has it been a minute? It's been a minute. I've lost my,
Your Bless is still active. Probably
Bless is active.
Your Channel Divinity is not.
Yeah, because it's only a minute. Okay,
Yeah.
God, I need a nap. My character needs a nap to regen. Shit. I think we probably need to stop the guys from getting flanked. I think we should probably go for the warhounds.
All right. So, go ahead and give me a fate die.
Okay. How's an 85?
85 is good. The hounds don't head for you. They're drawn by the bigger pack of fighting, and so you actually kind of dig into their flank as you come, and you're going to get a surprise round.
Okay.
So go ahead and make your attack as you charge in, and I'm going to give you advantage on this because you're rushing. You've got your blade out.
My battle
good.
axe.
Your battle axe.
Uh, 17.
17. Let me see what I have them for hit points. Okay, 17 to hit. You hit.
Okay.
Barely. They're armored.
Okay.
But you crack through the armor. Give us some more dogs here.
12 damage.
12 damage. This one is still alive. But he is very badly hurt. And the four dogs, they turn and all pitch at you, kind of pressing you back towards the collapsed barricades, trying to sink fangs into your legs.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna roll for them.
Man, I can't wait till I have 2 attacks per turn. God. Level
Okay.
5, guys. Level 5. Can I make it?
Gee, Jesus, what's your health HP at?
21. Can these not crit, please?
No crits. But you take 15 damage.
Oh my god.
As they swarm you. These 4 dogs. All right, it is your turn.
15
You hit-
damage?
Yeah,
I'm back to 6 HP again. God damn it.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
there's a lot.
I'm gonna
of them.
die. I'm gonna flat out die here, guys. Like, here we go. Shard's story lasted not even a book.
The good news is
Son of a
you hear
bitch.
you hear the cry out of other soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that there are 3 men trying to rush to you and
Okay.
help you.
Okay.
So you just have to survive.
Oh, okay.
Just survive till they get
I
there.
just need to hope they don't roll higher than an 18 to hit me.
Yep.
Shit. Alright. Well, I'm gonna try and kill off the one that is pretty injured.
Okay.
One less one to try and murder me. I crit.
Oh, nice.
Well, I wish I crit on one of the lesser injured dogs, but you know. $18.
Yeah, that does so much damage to him that I am gonna give you a cleave attack. So basically, you can roll a hit on one of the other dogs.
Oh, so it'll like sink into the next one next to it. Yeah.
He was so injured that you just cut through him, and
The axe
sinks
buries into the next one. Yeah.
Right.
That was a 17.
That just hits. All right. This dog is a little smaller too.
Okay. Do I roll separate damage for that, or do you take it out of?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Roll damage.
1 die or 2? Is
You're
it
1.
Is it a continuation? Okay.
Oh, because you crit. Yeah. No, this is just a regular.
Okay.
Regular. Yeah.
12.
That kills it.
Awesome.
You had 11 health.
Woo!
So you cut through 2 dogs in with 1 swipe. The other 2 dogs, though, you fail to notice, are diving towards your back, and they're gonna try to pitch you forward and chomp on you. Wow, 17 was the highest.
No, they miss.
They
Yes.
actually fail.
Yes.
It's your turn again. The soldiers are almost there.
Almost there. I need to hold out for one more turn, maybe, guys. Okay, let's try and hit one. I rolled a 16 plus my 4, so I hit him.
Okay, nice. Make your damage roll.
Max damage!
How much?
14 max damage.
Do you have your fate point still?
I have 1.
If you spend that, you'll kill it.
Do it.
All right. So yeah, you pull back as they try to jump on your back. One gets on you, and you just kind of swing your axe back behind you and catch it in the back, and actually use that to pull it off your back, and then flip it to the ground off your axe.
Man, Shard's such a badass. She just needs a larger HP pool.
The other dog leaps for you, and an arrow suddenly pierces its eye, and it falls down dead inches from you. And you see that the Summerlending soldiers are there. One of them has his bow drawn. The other 2 have blades, and come forward. And the dog is actually still trying to get up, but these soldiers drive their blades just down over and over into it until it dies. And then they help you to your feet, and you guys assess the situation. The Summerlending soldiers are still manning the barricade, forming in groups that hold firm where the wall does not. Spears and arrows arc through the sky, piercing metal, wood, and flesh. Men are falling from horses. Horses are screaming and bolting, and the dead and the wounded lie everywhere. A group of Summerlin soldiers had broken free. You gave them a chance to react to the warhounds, and they're driving forward with their blades, pushing the warhounds back upon the spears of their masters, who are now trying to advance behind a wall of shields, kind of doing the Spartan thing. Mm-hmm. To your right, a bandit warrior is trying to jump his horse across the barricade, but the animal is wounded and near death. It doesn't make the jump. It lands with its belly on the spikes of the barricade, and the rider is hurled forwards over his horse, falling next to you guys. And he's trying to get to his feet.
Yeah, let's put him down while he's still literally down.
All right, I'm going to give you, for your soldiers that are helping you here, I'm going to give you basically an extra attack. Okay. So you can attack twice each round.
Okay.
Your second attack, if you succeed, will be a 2d6. Okay. It's for the soldiers.
Set those over here. 17.
17
22
does
then.
hit.
22 total. Yeah. Well, I could have rolled better. 9 damage 9? For that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't die on that first one. You come up and slash at him, but he's still alive.
16 to hit on the second roll.
That hits.
Okay.
2d6 this
time. 6 damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, do I get to add my bonus, or is this just theirs?
No,
it's
no,
just
theirs.
Theirs. Yeah, then it's just 6 damage.
Yeah. So how much did you do total to him?
What was it? 8, I think. Or what was the first damage?
8,
I missed.
8 and 6.
Yeah.
8 and 6.
Or 9. Was it 9? I think it was 9.
Somebody had to be.
Somebody was paying attention, right? I think it was. I think it was 9 because I rolled a 3.
15 total. NY Spieler says. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, he gets to his feet. Go ahead and roll initiatives. He's gonna try to attack you.
Okay. Dex 16.
He gets a 17.
Ah!
And his first blow is an 18.
Oh God.
It's 1d6 plus 2. What's your life?
6.
Okay, he rolled a 1. So he must be pretty damaged. So he comes up and just kind of like swings at you with his blade in his fist, cracking you across the jaw with it. Not really cutting you. It does 3 damage.
I'm still standing.
And it's your turn again.
Still standing. Another 16. Man, me and the 16s today. $13 damage.
Okay. That kills him.
Nice.
So yeah, he cracks you across the jaw, and you just punch back, but yours knocks him down completely, and he strikes a rock as he hit goes, and it kills him. You give me a perception roll.
15.
Okay, you managed to spot rushing across the battlefield away from the watchtower is Ganon.
Damn.
In his armor, and I'm gonna put that picture of him there.
Mm-hmm.
And he is calling to the horsemen to rally and to regather. And you realize that he's the one really leading everybody on.
I'm gonna try and shoot him with my pistol here, or my musket thing.
So one more time, you draw the musket, and he's within 40 feet.
Excellent.
So go ahead and make your attack.
Are you fucking kidding me? I keep rolling 18s for the damn thing. Ah!
Well, make your two die 12 plus your dex.
That's 19 damage total.
Okay. Nice. So you fire at him, and it that big chest plate there.
Mm-hmm.
It slams into that, and you see him fall, and he's trying to get back to his feet, and your fellow Summerlending archers here are drawing their arrows because they've seen where you
right.
fired, and they're going to try to finish him off. Make a fate die.
Fate die. 89.
That does it, and that's good because he was going to try to suicide rush you, which probably would have worked.
Yeah, with my 3 HP.
Considering how low you are. The arrows arc through the smoke-blackened sky and pierce Ganon's shining breastplate. You hear his scream of pain ring out above the din of battle, and watch as his eyes flicker and close. He falls to his knees and then falls face down in the dirt. Arrows lodged in his breastplate.
Huzzah.
And the bandits clearly, like a shudder goes through them, seeing their leader fall. And Captain Duvall is not. It does not take him long to take advantage of this. And he calls out, "To me, to me!" His voice booming above the battle noise. "Rally to me, to Summerlending!" And he blows a horn that he must have grabbed off of a dead soldier. And a shielded wedge of soldiers gathers around him and charges into the flank of the horsemen. The horsemen wheel and buckle as the shield wedge hews its way through their company. A Vasagonian herald, his crimson armor torn and his face smeared with blood, breaks free from the battle and sounds the retreat. You watch as the surviving bandits spur their mounts to the gallop, desperate to escape through the ragged hole in the barricade. Gripped by panic and fatigue, they ride through their own foot soldiers who are advancing to support them. The infantry falter and collapse as the cavalry ride them down. And Captain Duvall leads his men to the barricade and directs a lethal volley of arrows into the shattered infantry. It is the last straw for these men. They break, throwing down their weapons and fleeing from the clouds of arrows raining down on them from out of the smoke-filled sky. A battle cry, proud and strident, pursues them across the plain. "For Summerland! For Summerland!" All right.
Awesome.
Wow.
That was real close.
I'm gonna take a quick break. That seems like a good moment to break for just a couple minutes while I grab maybe another beverage and give my voice just a second to rest.
Nice.
But wow, awesome stuff. Survived the battle.
High tension there. Woo!
I will tell you, you're gonna get a chance to rest.
Thank God.
You'll get a long rest. And with the administrations, they're going to use the rest of their potions on you, so just restore yourself to entirely full. And I will be back in under a minute. Okay. Let's see.
My turn.
All right.
My turn. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We'll do a quick trade off here.
I hope everybody's enjoying themselves. It's really fun doing a solo group, a solo campaign. I think you get to be a little bit more inventive during the fights too. Sometimes in a big group of D&D, there's so much going on in the battlefield that you're really going by tactics, and there's already so much that players can do. But in a single kind of fight, I feel like you get to be a little bit more cinematic. You can say things like, involve the bird. You can, have people try to throw each other around tables or off of wagons, do crazy jumps in the air, and try to do impressive moves. So I try to do that whenever I can to make fights more than just, Morganite rolls a die, I roll a die. NY Mueller is asking about the insta deaths, because there's a lot of insta deaths in Lone Wolf. Obviously, since those are choose your own adventure style books, there's a lot of times where if you just make a bad decision or luck is just really, really against you, there's a couple just instant deaths that happen. Like you just instantly die. An example would be in book 2, when the ship is falling apart, the mast can fall on you if you don't roll well enough, and it's just an instant kill. I've taken out every instant kill from the book because they don't really fit the D&D style. I've replaced most of them with dex saves or other kind of saves, treating them a little bit more like traps. There's a couple spots where it's like the instant death was because you choose a path and you come across a billion guys, and it's just like you're overwhelmed and killed. For those situations, I've actually tried to stat out some dudes to fight. And yeah, she might die from making a bad decision or trying to take on too many guys, but it would be naturally, we'd see it happen. It wouldn't just be like you turn a corner and you're dead. So to answer your question, yes, there's a choice in book 4, which is a little bit infamous. It's not very clear, and it can instant kill you. I know exactly which one you're talking about. It was actually one of my favorite deaths because it's really creepy. But yeah, I've changed that. We'll see if we get there. I've changed it actually to something kind of interesting, I think. So we'll see if that happens. I'd be kind of excited. Excuse me while I take a bite of food. This is I made a new recipe today. It's lemon zucchini cake. It's actually really good.
Zucchini. I just grabbed some boring old potato chips, but I was craving salt real bad, so.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Actually sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I'd grab some. I'm just afraid they'd crunch in the microphone.
I know. I apologize in advance, guys. I'm gonna try and not be really loud about it. I can mute my mic, but
I can't think of any food that's louder to eat than potato chips.
Right.
I just can't, unless it's literally a living creature and you're eating it alive and it's screaming as you eat it. I can't think of anything that's louder than potato chips.
Doritos particularly are much louder than Lay's brand potato chips.
Yeah. That's true.
But chips are very loud in general, yeah.
I'm happy with this recipe though. That turned out really good. Okay. Well, now that we've eaten and rested, we'll get right back to this. So, Captain Duvall emerges. We're gonna go back a little bit to before you've healed.
Okay.
To the barricade.
Right.
And,
immediate post battle.
Yeah. You're gonna fight 2 more dogs.
Oh God.
No, not really. No, the enemy are retreating. They're all in disorder. And Captain Duvall emerges from the war smoke, his eyes shining like jewels, beneath the rim of his battered helmet. "We have triumphed, Lone Wolf," he says. "We have vanquished the foe."
Lone Wolf?
You know what? It's what he says, and then he puts a hand on your shoulder. He's like, "I'm so sorry." He's like, I always wanted to fight alongside Lone Wolf, and it just hasn't happened for me. And I just can't believe she's dead. I just can't believe she's dead. But I'm glad you're here, Shard. And we have vanquished the foe with your help. We've totally done it. Success.
Wow, I feel so congratulated with this speech.
Oh, he's like, "I'm really embarrassed." He's like, we should really just call you the new Lone Wolf. That would make things a lot easier. Oh.
Jesus, okay.
Oh. All around you, the captain's men are rebuilding the barricade and tending to their wounded comrades. It does sorrow you to see so many Summerlending dead. I mean, these were your allies, and you do see Jeffrey dead in the watchtower.
Aww, poor
So
Jeffrey.
we're just gonna take a moment there. He has an arrow in his hand. No bow to be seen anywhere.
He died as he lived.
Yeah, you do see somewhere on the battlefield there's a bow, and weirdly it's stuck through like the eye of one of the soldiers, and you think Jeffrey just threw it really hard.
Okay.
And it,
Alright.
and it killed
At
this
least
man,
he got
so
somebody.
He got somebody.
Shit.
I will say the losses compared to the bandits are minimal. I mean, the losses compared to how many were here for you is shitty. A lot of people died.
Right.
But you did not lose as many as the bandits. They just had more to give. So you feel each loss a little bit more.
Right.
The captain ushers you to the watchtower, where your wounds are cleaned and dressed with Lomspur. There comes your healing. "We have beaten this foe, but I fear that it is but a temporary reprieve," says Captain Duvall, his face now composed and somber. "The sacrifice of Baravonalin's daughter must be stopped, if we are to avoid catastrophe, for our strength will not avail us against a foe freshly risen from the grave."
Yes, fighting men are one thing, the undead a completely second.
Absolutely. Also, I fear it's only a matter of time before they regroup and try another attack, and I'm sorry to say this, Shard, but we will not survive the second time.
Not with these fortifications. Is there
Then
some
we will
place we
stay-
can retreat to?
He says maybe we should. I will rally the men, and we will move on. We will head for Market. But I fear that it will take us. We will not reach there as quickly as you can.
Agreed.
We will put all onto one final fight, though. If you can sneak in to the buried temple of Market and stop the ritual, we will be behind you just to give you support.
Okay, I can definitely go and scout out the area and see how much time we have.
All right. So
I'm having terrible flashbacks to our other game, man.
Anybody who hasn't read the blogs, if you ever do, you'll recognize a lot of elements from the upcoming. Pretty much starting right here, I turned a lot of this into a D&D campaign, so side quest. So Morganite is somewhat familiar with this, although I somehow doubt, Morganite, that this will involve a polymorph Tyrannosaurus Rex fighting a two-headed troll. I'm just gonna say,
considering
Shard
doesn't have polymorph abilities, I would say yeah.
Yeah, probably not gonna happen. So, it'll be a little different. You won't probably play a poker game with a two-headed troll and some orcs.
Aww.
And you definitely don't have the blue bard with you, so there's...
Oh, well,
that
I
makes
don't have
everything
to worry
different.
about him messing anything up then.
Yeah, with his berserker's axe. You do have an axe. I think that's about the similarity right there.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's not an evil possessed axe though, so I'm not worried about
No,
it.
not yet. Not yet.
Oh God.
Um,
It develops a curse. Oh, good.
all right. So, in 3 days' time, when the moon is full, Baraka will sacrifice the Baron's daughter at the buried temple of Makin. And it is a sacrifice that, if the prophecy is true, will unleash the dead of the Makin Gorge, the Chasm of Doom. You know you must prevent this sacrifice. So, 50 miles south of Ruinon is where the ruined city of Makin teeters on the brink of the Makin Gorge. A cold sweat breaks out upon your brow as you contemplate the difficulty of your mission, for you are separated from your goal by 50 miles of enemy-held territory. But there is still a flicker of hope. Captain Naval is going to lead his men along the flank of the enemy, hoping to draw them away, giving you a chance to sneak through. He also offers you some items to take with you.
Ooh, items are good.
Items are good. Do you need any? I mean, is there anything you need in particular? He's going to give you enough food for 3 meals.
Well, I have 2 already.
Oh, okay. So then he'll just say if you don't need that, he'll ask if you need a rope.
I have rope. I think was one of the things we grabbed. Yeah.
He's going to give you 2 potions of Lomspur.
Definitely take potions.
It's
what are
all
those
they
again?
have left from the healing. Those are 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, times 2.
And he's got weapons if you want them, not his sword.
No, I've got my battle axe and 2 throwing axes.
You've got shield.
And a shield. Yep.
Okay. He can't really think of anything else unless you can. Did you mark your pick and all that? You took like a pick with you from the...
I did because I was wondering if I could, like, if there was something I needed to mine while I was there. But, I don't know if I need to keep that.
Just go, like, do a challenge run. Try to beat the rest of this book just using a pick.
just using a pick? What's
Yeah.
that, a D4?
It'd be no. I think it'd be a D6. I mean, a pick's pretty deadly, but you wouldn't gain proficiency in it.
Aw, shucks.
Maybe you would actually, because you're a dwarf. You probably worked the mines. I don't know, unless I'm being racist there against the dwarves of Bor. They're not all miners.
I mean, mine was a mountain dwarf, so I don't.
Yeah, you could probably use the pick actually as a weapon. just straight up. Like it'd be a strength weapon, I'd say.
In a pinch, if she loses her main one, there you go.
Yeah, cool. All right. In that case, if there's nothing else that he can give you, because he doesn't have really any potions or anything.
Right.
You're gonna go on your way.
Also shovels. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit him in the face with a shovel. You'll be fine.
So dusk soon enshrouds the beleaguered outpost of Ruinon, and use the cover of darkness to cross the body-strewn plain towards the south. An old highway trails off to Makin, but it is choked with Vasagonian warriors. They stand about in sullen groups, tending their wounded and brooding on their defeat. However, even demoralized and dejected, they are still a deadly foe. It will be too dangerous to risk passing through their ranks, so you must use the forest to conceal your passage. So you can either take the forest to the right of the highway, or the forest to the left. I want to pull up the map again. Boop. So we can get a bearing. I can see you and I can see everything.
Alright, I'm logging out and I'm gonna log back in. Maybe it just, like, we got disconnected.
Yeah,
Now we have
I'm going to log out as well, yeah.
Okay.
So, alright. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everybody, but...
Technology is a wonderful thing.
That's funny, though. I was... I took a wheelbarrow with them through the whole game. That's really funny, actually. That would... It's almost like a second mount.
That's great. No, this wheelbarrow's coming with me, guys.
And then somebody was saying about Boar's Brew. Yeah, that's a pretty famous section in the books. where you can eventually meet dwarves in Lone Wolf. I won't give too many spoilers, but
You're in. You can mute Discord again.
I won't give any spoilers, but there's a very infamous time where you get to drink with the dwarfs,
Nice.
and it can go really badly. But yeah, that'll be different for you. It has a name and participated in combat sometimes, sort of like your Susan Warhammer.
Poor Susan.
Let's just say
Lost to time.
A moment of sad Susan. Separated Susan. Now probably sold to some probably some bandit actually who just fought you in the battle was using Susan. Bought it off of a person in Ragadorn.
That dick.
That would be funny if Susan ever comes back.
Oh my god, I would love it if Susan came back.
Maybe someday. All right. Let's do this map thing. So, Ruinon, that's where you are right now.
Yeah.
Makin is down here. You're taking this road here. You're not heading south to Cassiorn. And you can see that either going left or right both get you to Makin. So this isn't there's a wrong decision here. It's just your call. Do you want to venture through the trees to the right or the left?
Can we use augury?
You can. What are you going to ask it?
It's yes or no, correct?
It's yes or no's. How's our music looking?
It's fine. I don't know, I guess, what's the danger in this direction, I don't know.
What's the danger
What's
here?
the danger? Give me a layout of all of the evil that is in this path.
I mean, are you going to ask it is there danger? Are you going to ask it...
Yeah, I guess.
Is there cake? You should ask if there's
cake. Yes, let's go find the cake in Mocking Gorge.
See, Ed Weissmueller's helping you out. He's doing is going right the superior choice to going left.
There we go. I like that question.
Only superior might be a little bit judgmental. But
less inclined to kill me than going to the other direction. Good God.
Which one are you going to ask? What are you going to ask it? You're trying to tap into the gods.
I'm drawing a blank. I'm straight up drawing a blank. More snakes? No, screw you, Mamba. I don't want to run into more snakes.
To decide where to go? Yes.
We'll take the right path. Let's go right.
Sweet. Now you might want to save your augury for later anyway. Yeah. There is a giant fly buzzing around me. It's driving me crazy. Your passage through the trees is lit by the flickering glow of the campfires that line the highway. Bandit warriors huddle around, drawing warmth and comfort from the flames. They take little interest in guard duty, and you find it fairly easy to avoid their patrols. Let's give you a quick stealth roll here. I'm going to give them perception, but it'll have disadvantage.
Okay.
Oof.
It's my stealth. 15 stealth roll. I'm not terribly stealthy. I am a dwarf in plate armor.
No, in fact, you are sneaking over a rise when your foot, the earth kind of collapses. You're near the edge of a kind of a dip into a canyon, and down below you are the campfires. So you've gotten above them when a chunk of the ridge collapses under the weight of your armor and everything. And rock and dirt goes tumbling down the hill. And you actually hear a guard call out, hold on, there's something up there. And this is in Vasagonian, but you speak Vasagonian.
Whoops.
And You can see a shape, silhouetted against the fire, making its way towards the base of the hill. What are you doing?
I wonder how good of a mimic she is.
Like for voices?
Not for voices, for like an animal noise or something. Make some like, I don't know, snarling dog noise or something. Yeah, and try and
That's good. I like it.
try and fudge her way through that, because that's not technically lying. She's just.
I mean, yeah, I would say that's not. Yeah,
that falls under self-preservation, right?
He calls out, "Who's there?" And you say, "It is I, the paladin of the north." No, I think this. I don't feel that this would go against your oath. You're not lying. You're trying not to be spotted in the first place. That's funny though.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're wearing plate armor and you're trying to be stealthy.
Go ahead and make a bluff roll, because you are going to try to mimic an animal sound. Yeah, because you're trying to
No, bluff
sound
isn't a
like...
thing. Bluff isn't a thing.
Oh, deception.
Weird. I'm like pretty decent at deception, even though like.
Well, you have good charisma.
Yeah, even though I'm not supposed to be doing it. 17 deception. Okay, not bad.
That's pretty good. Why don't you choose an animal? What animal are you going to try to sound like?
Yeah,
I
like
swear, if you'd rolled like a 3 or 4, I was going to be like, you choose an elephant.
Totally an elephant.
You choose a paladin.
La.
Dorothy's warrior. Okay, what are you gonna try to sound like?
Let's do like a feral dog. I think that'd be something easy enough.
All right, Morgan, I'm gonna make you make this sound.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
You know I'm ass at this.
Well, you should have chosen to do an ass then.
Actually, I could probably do a donkey. Probably do a donkey.
Try feral dog.
See, the problem is my dog is a cute little chihuahua. She doesn't do feral.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's hard
make a cute little feral chihuahua dog sound.
Yeah, I can't.
All right, what did you roll?
It was 17, I think.
Okay, he also rolls a 17.
No!
So you guys are that means that neither of you wins. He goes, he's like, oh, wait a minute. He's like, that sounds like a tiny dog or something's up there. He's like, dude. He's like, hey guys. I was like, there's like a small dog in trouble up here. I'm gonna go see if it needs some help. All right, he's still heading up the hill, but he doesn't know it's you.
He doesn't know it's me.
No, he thinks there's a small injured animal. He's coming up. He's like, here, puppy, puppy. It's like, we got
over
a
here.
nice fire. What's a little dog like you doing in a dark wood like this? You want to get out of here before the undead arrives.
I like that there's this one animal-loving bandit.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it just makes me think of my people back home.
Oh my god. Okay, is there anywhere for her to hide nearby, or?
Really, there's lots of trees and stuff, and it's dark.
Yeah.
He's bringing a torch with him.
Well, and I have dark vision, so.
Yeah, you don't have any torches on.
No. Let's try and go.
I have to say, one of the saddest things I was sad you lost when you died as Lone Wolf was your fire sphere.
Oh, I know. That's
cool. One of the coolest items. Anyways, all right. So yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, let's go try and hide behind a tree nearby. And
Okay, you're just gonna like.
I'll ready an attack in case he does find me, but I'd rather like avoid combat with a shit ton of guards right now.
All right, so yeah, you take cover behind a tree. And give me a stealth roll. I'm not going to give you advantage or anything because you're literally just crouching behind a tree.
I mean, I'm tiny. That should give me advantage.
No, you're wearing bulky big armor.
Shh. They don't need to know that. 16 to my stealth now.
Okay, you luck might be on your side because the guard believes that he heard the dog coming like off a little ways to like away from where you choose to hide, and he doesn't even head near you. He just walks off in that direction. Sweet. And presently you think you can move on.
All right, let's keep moving then.
By morning, you have reached the edge of the forest. You stare out across fields of crops towards a small village that lies at the base of a shallow valley. The fields are only separated by narrow tracks, and these are alive with flying insects, hovering in swarms. Sorry. You are walking along one of these tracks when suddenly you spot bandits ahead, and I have a picture for this I want to put up before we go on. I really like this one. This is there's some I know we've kind of joked in the past about like Gary Chalk's work, even though everybody should know I love it. Mm-hmm. But I have to despite like any kind of weird proportions, his detail is insane. Mm-hmm. On some of this.
Well, I like the angry war dog picture. That was kind of cool.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. But like when you see this one, like the amount of detail work he just put into this is kind of nuts. There it is. So, or it'll pop up soon.
Well, it's there. It's just at the there. Okay.
Okay, cool. So you are walking along one of these tracks when you spot bandits ahead. They are wandering idly up the tracks towards you, spears slung over their shoulders.
Okay.
What are you doing?
How many bandits?
There's 3.
And there's nowhere to hide nearby.
Well, there's the grass, like these fields. You can definitely get. You're small enough. You could get below the grass. Like think of it as like moving wheat grass.
I'm pulling an Aloy or a Tomb Raider at the moment. Got it. Or Nathan Drake. Although I don't know how he blends in so well because he's not at all camouflaged.
Right, and he's always talking.
Oh my God, he's always talking.
Yeah.
Oh God, like Uncharted 4 when there's that sequence where you and I think are you with Sam? No, you're with Sully and Sam. And you're sneaking around, or you can sneak around to take all the guys out. And like Sully's wearing this bright red shirt, and he's hiding in the red grass, or in the green grass. And I'm just like, how are they not see? And he's like, literally, as long as Nathan was hidden, they did not see Sully at all. And he was like crouched in the middle of the field at one point, like in broad, like there was no cover around him, and they didn't see him. And I was like,
They fixed this somewhat in later patches of Last of Us, but Last of Us had this thing where like they basically, and I mean I'm glad they did this, but they basically didn't program in like your allies are just invisible, mm-hmm. which is nice because it's not like your ally just darts in front of somebody and you everybody spots you, which would be annoying as heck if you were from a gameplay standpoint.
Right.
In later patches, they changed the AI a little bit, so your allies tend to like run behind corners or go places where you can't see them either, mm-hmm. so you don't see how broken the game is. But which is nothing against Last of Us. I love Last of Us, but
I still haven't played it.
It's so good.
I know.
One of my like the most funny moments the first time I played it though was the main character is like, all right, everybody be quiet. And they can't spot us. And immediately Ellie, the girl, just strides forward towards the dude And the dude comes forward and he goes, "They've got to be around here somewhere." And he actually shoves her aside. Like they actually show him moving her aside, and they just keep walking. And I thought that was amazing.
Yeah,
So Naughty Dog has a history of that.
yeah, I feel like, you know, what they're trying to do is make sure that, like, if you're hidden, they can't see you, and the AI's looking for you specifically, which I get, but, like, it's really goofy when, yeah, your partner's, like, right there in the open in a bright red shirt, and they don't see him, and I'm like, really? You couldn't draw fire while I went around and did this other thing? No? Okay.
Unfortunately, Shard does not have the invisible capabilities.
A bad AI partner? No.
But you could dive into these bushes.
Let's do it. Let's go. And I mean, either I can try and get a stealth kill on somebody, and because that guy in the back, you know, I could maybe take him out before the other two noticed.
All right. You lie. This is one of my favorite descriptions in the entire series, but you lie with your face pressed close to the crop roots. Your breath held and your nerves stretched as taut as bowstrings, waiting for the patrol to pass. Hundreds of minute creatures busily file up and down the yellowed stalks. Your whole body begins to prickle as you imagine they are swarming up your legs, up your sleeves, and down the neck of your tunic and armor. When a trickle of sweat runs down your cheek, you nearly cry out and reveal your hiding place. And we're actually going to have you make I'm thinking, I usually use will save for this because I always feel like it's like a willpower thing. Mm-hmm. So, and which is wisdom in D&D 5. But let me take a quick look. Might be Constitution, actually.
Honestly, it's the same roll for me for either, so.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's have you do, I mean, just for future, like, we're going to actually have you do con. Yeah, we're going to have you do con.
Okay. That is a 17.
You managed to hold your tongue and control yourself and calm yourself down a bit. While the bandits, they amble past barely inches from where you hide, but they're totally oblivious to your presence.
Yay!
Because these stalks completely contain you. When you're sure they are no longer on the track, you jump up and frantically scratch at your itching skin. To your horror, you discover that your legs are covered with crawling insects feasting on your blood.
But I'm wearing plate mail.
Yeah, they crawled up underneath it.
Ah!
Yeah, so you're going to have to take a moment. You rip off your plate mail and try to just like get these things off of you. They are going to do some damage on you.
Oh, god damn it. Stupid bugs.
They do 6 damage.
Ah, what?
Yeah. But you manage to empty them from your boots and scrape them from your skin before you hurry off along the track.
God.
You bypass a village with orange wood cabins and stone walls and climb through the tall fields towards a wooded ridge. Beyond the ridge, you enter thick forest and discover a bubbling freshwater stream. You drink deeply and realize how hungry you are. You have to eat a meal here or you're going to be exhausted.
Okay.
I know you have them, so
yeah,
don't worry. Just scratch one off. And as night falls, you reach the city of Maken. The gaunt, weed-infested ruins of the shattered city are spread like a vast graveyard and bathed in the eerie light of a near full moon. A sound fills the air like the wailing of lost souls. It is the cry of Maken Gorge. It has been nearly 2 days since you last slept, and the fatigue begins to overwhelm you. You draw your white cloak about your shoulders and settle down to sleep, knowing that you will need all of your strength for the daunting task that lies ahead. I'm going to give you a 1-hit die back. So roll like one of your hit dice.
Mm-hmm. I rolled a 7. I am healed again. Yay!
Nice. Good for you. Okay. Got another picture here.
I'm having the world's worst PTSD flashbacks because I mean we just did this. We just did this. Oh.
That changed everything in the other game.
It did.
Yeah, this was like a massive moment.
That's why I'm having terrible PTSD flashbacks.
if anybody wants to know, the reason she's having PTSD is because in our game they definitely did not succeed.
No, we did not. We failed miserably.
I mean, it was almost comical at times.
God, freaking! Oh, can you stop resizing it?
No, I'm going to keep changing it till it's as big as I want it. But let's see. Yeah, no, they in their game, basically Vashna gets revived.
He gets revived, and he's now possessing my character.
So there's that. So hopefully that's not an omen of things to come.
Yeah, yeah. My character's currently possessed by the evil, and they're all evil now because they got converted.
Part of it was Tyrion's fault.
Oh, it was so Tyrion. If he hadn't have run off after us and had continued playing the ruse, we would have had less people to fight. I'm just so mad.
Yeah, you probably would have won then. But in a way, I'm glad you guys did it because it's led to some really interesting.
Oh yeah,
interesting.
It's
characters.
a very different game.
All right, so dawn arrives, rain-swept and gloom-laden. A pall of drizzle hangs over the ghost city, and the gruesome discord of the wailing winds of the Bakken Gorge makes you feel uneasy. You watch and wait, your Kai cloak drawn close about your shoulders.
My what cloak?
Chill. Your white. I said Kai, which is a word for white. White cloak. Drawn close. Sometimes I just get into reading these things, and then it happens. Your white cloak drawn close about your shoulders. Look, it was a gift. It was a gift from the Kai Lords. You have a Kai cloak. Your name is Lone Wolf. That was a nickname. You've had it since you were a child.
I don't think that fits.
It was here during the Age of the Black Moon that King Olnor Summerland killed the mightiest of the Dark Lords, Lord Vashna. In mortal combat upon the very brink of the abyss, the Dark Lord was slain by the Summer Swerve. His death cry when he fell, it is said, will echo through the gorge until the day he rises to wreak his vengeance on Summerland and the House of Olnar. Your stomach contracts at the thought that this could be that very day. For 5 hours you observe and take in every detail of the ruined city. The first line of the strange verse keeps repeating itself in your mind. When the full moon shines over the temple deep. Make an investigation check.
16.
So this line seems to suggest to you that the temple should be underground.
Mm-hmm.
So there must be an entrance to it somewhere here. Give me a perception roll.
Some odd music. What's happening here? Ooh, I dig it. Yeah, good music. Sorry, what roll?
It is a perception.
Perception? 18 then.
You study every crack in the broken ground and eliminate all but 2 possibilities. There is a crypt door guarded by 2 Vasagonian warriors, that's what we're looking at here, and a flight of marble steps descending into the earth between 2 columns of fractured pillars. So it's your call, crypt door or the marble stairs. Your perception was high enough to spot the marble stairs.
Go the way that there isn't a guard.
All right. The rain and the gloom hide your approach, and you reach the marble stairs unseen. The steps are overgrown with mold and weeds, but a path has been trod through them, leading into the darkness of a huge underground vault.
What does my dark vision see?
You see stairs going down and down and down. and then they go beyond your vision, so like 60 feet down.
Well, it looks like I may have found the entrance.
You gonna go that way?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Taking great care to feel the floor ahead of you.
Oh god, yeah, let's not fall down the flight of stairs.
Yeah, well, and you're checking for traps and stuff too. You advance very slowly into the dark. And I need you to make you end up going down the 60 feet of stairs, and you enter into a large, like, it's almost like an old mausoleum. There's crypts, there's sarcophagus set against like the walls, and the darkness continues. And here's where I need you to make a perception roll, because you have dark vision.
19, yeah! I only have +2 to perception rolls, by the way. So I've been rolling pretty good.
And Ed Weissmuller, I think I was thinking something else when you were talking your instant kill earlier. I just think I realized what session you're talking about. Not where you are now.
I don't want an instant kill.
No, but I just popped in there. I think I know what he's talking about. That section sucks. Just retconning that right now, that conversation. That section sucks. All right. Anyway, so you rolled a 19?
Yes.
Then I'm going to show you something.
Ooh.
You spot it. We'll get rid of those guards. They're still chilling outside.
That's cool. I'm just rocking out to some weird dark electronic music. It's kind of great.
I'm excited to hear that.
It's a little, yeah, it's kind of Metal Gear-y. I don't know why.
All right, I'm going to blow this up real quick.
So it's more sci-fi than fantasy, but I'm digging it. I like the song a lot.
Yeah, I'm cool with sci-fi style.
I mean, it doesn't exactly fit, but, you know. I like it. I'm leaving it. Cool, creepy gargoyle thing that may or may not be alive or made out of stone.
Oh, it's pretty much totally alive.
Cool. Good plan.
You see it like breathing in the dark, and it sees you, and that's kind of a high pitch like squeal out.
Cool.
And then it starts gliding down from its perch.
All right.
Towards you. All right.
Combat.
Yeah, let's do it. So make a initiative roll. You actually might know what this thing is too. Go ahead and give me a nature check.
I mean, it looks like a gargoyle, but I nat 20 that thing.
Oh, nice.
I apparently have seen these before.
Yeah, you know these from your time in Boar, where they do tend to infest. They intend to infest like mines or caverns where there's not a lot of traffic.
Mm-hmm.
And they're basically a small vampiric creature called demonic.
Cool.
And they do not like fire.
No, that's too bad I don't have any fire spells.
I do think you may have torches.
I do have torches, actually. I have 3 torches.
So just giving you that heads up. They don't like fire, and they are also they're not undead, but they don't like light in general, light and fire.
I mean, I can't exactly hit them with a torch.
All right, roll initiatives. It doesn't know that you can see it.
Right.
By the way, because
14.
Yeah, it rolled a 19.
Yeah.
So it's coming down. It's coming down at you. So it gets the first move here. So it only rolls a 12 on its first attack.
Nope.
Swoops down, and it thinks you don't see it because it's not used to creatures without light being able to dodge it.
Right.
So it's surprised when you just dart out of the way. And it swipes at you too, and then it's your turn.
Okay.
But it's missing you both times.
Okay. I mean, since I rolled a nat 20, would I... my theory here is that she's fought these before. Like, how tanky are they?
You think that they have
From
some
past experience?
decent... Yeah, they have some... They're not that tanky. If you're asking the question in those terms.
Yeah.
They're not super tanky. They're, you do think that, they might have some magical resistance.
Okay.
And so you might want to pop in your magic weapon, your sacred weapon.
Use my channel divinity.
Yeah. And actually, doesn't your sacred weapon shine light?
It does. 20-foot radius. A bright light, and then 20 more feet at a dim light.
Yeah, that's going to affect it greatly.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so is that your bonus action then?
Apparently it's an action, so no.
Oh,
I just read it up, so yeah.
Okay. So you use that, and your sword, or your axe rather,
my battle axe
flares into light, and the creature shrieks again, and doesn't like this at all. And it is it's gonna try to attack you again, but it's got disadvantage as long as you have your light. And it fails.
Cool.
And it totally fails. Like it's trying to, and then it's gonna try to fly away.
All right, I'm gonna hit him.
He's trying to bail. So you'll get an attack of opportunity here.
Let's do it. How's an 18?
Oh, that hits.
Uh, 10 damage.
Nice. All right. And now it's your turn.
Oh.
But it has flown up and is perching again up in the rafters.
Well, I'm tiny, so that's not gonna work. I can't hit it with my battle axe.
No, you'd have to use like your.
I don't want to use my my gun, but I do have hand axes, which don't.
You could use your hand axe.
Which don't do like extra damage, but it could potentially drive it back to attack me again within range.
Could.
What were my hand axes? Were those D6s?
Yeah, I think they're D6s.
Yeah, they're D6. I'll chuck a hand axe at it.
All right, go for it. You have, yeah, it's just a normal hit.
Yeah. Do I still add my strength to it?
It's usually dex.
Dex?
Because
okay,
it's a ranged
so then
attack, yeah.
That's a 15 to hit.
That's what you needed.
Excellent.
So, yeah, you just heft one of these in your hand and just throw it in the darkness. It spins and clocks this thing in the chest. Roll damage on that, plus dex.
Oh, D6. I'm rolling a D8. Nope, put that down. Ooh, plus dex?
Yeah.
Do I still get my +2 because it's a one-handed weapon?
It might be melee. Let me check. Take a look. I think it usually specifies. It says dueling melee weapon. So, yeah, this isn't a melee.
Well, not at the moment because I'm chucking it, so.
Yeah, so no.
But it can be used as a melee weapon.
So if you used it as a melee weapon, yes.
Well, I can't reach it, so no. Okay, then it's just the 3 for dex. Okay, 8.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a solid hit. It strikes it, and your hand axe is embedded in its chest, and it actually takes off. It's not going to fight you anymore.
But I want that axe back. Damn
yeah,
it.
you lose your hand axe.
Ah, I have one more, but damn it.
But the creature disappears.
All right.
Nicely done, though. All right. Do you want to continue on?
Let's keep going.
All right, the corridor ends at a flight of stairs that descends 100 feet into the earth. At the bottom, a short passage leads to a junction where the tunnel runs from north to south. To the north, you see a torchlit cavern, which what look to be observation slits carved into the wall looking into the cavern.
Okay.
To the south, a passage leads towards a low balcony.
Let's try and peek through the observation slits rather than like stick our head out over a balcony.
Okay. Go ahead and you go into there, into the
Oh,
into
it's
that
strength with a
area.
hand axe?
I think it's only strength of the hand axe if you're not throwing it. I think that's the key, but I'd have to check again. Even
Page
if it is
147.
Let's see. Strength with the hand axe. Hand axe. I think it is. Well, it has the thrown ability. Oh yeah, he's right. Yeah, if you throw a hand axe, use your strength.
Okay, well that would have been 9 damage instead of 8.
All right, well it was enough.
Yeah.
Let's see then. You okay? So you get to this chamber. That's where we're at with the observation slits.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Give me a perception roll.
This is epically creepy music playing right now. I love it. Perception?
Yeah.
18.
You get into the chamber, and you stare through the observation the slits, and what you're looking at is the inner sanctum of the subterranean temple. So your like paladin senses are crying out at the evil of this place. Huge braziers of molten metal encircle a black altar upon which lies fair Madeline, the daughter of Baron Vandeland. She seems to be entranced. Her breathing is slow and shallow. Beyond the altar lie 2 massive doors, a gigantic skull engraved upon their black stone surface. Nothing's happening yet, and you don't see a way into this room.
Not from where I'm at.
Not from where you're at, but you can see looking what did you roll for perception?
18.
You think you can see that there's like a kind of there's an area above this. You might be able to get up there.
Okay.
So you can keep going and try to look for a way up there if you'd like. Or you can try to take another passage and look if you can get around.
The other way with like the balcony?
Yeah.
I guess we could go look that way real quick.
All right, you come to the balcony, and you're looking out over a large hallway. And you suddenly see light coming from the distance in this hallway. And there is a procession of red cloaked priests coming down in a line, being led by a figure wearing steel-shod boots, because you can hear them every time he steps.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Clacking out against the stone floor. And they're below you, and they're chanting softly. Their heads are covered, and they each carry strange amulets of black stone. And I'm going to put a picture up of them.
Man, it better not be another Hellgeist, because I don't have any more magical weapons.
Well, you have your one makes it a magic weapon.
Yeah, that's a once a sleep thing, and I used it already.
You are effed.
Aw, Jonathan.
No, it's not a Hellgast. Hellgasts are with the Dark Lords. These guys are their own faction.
Okay, you can stop fiddling with it, because I can resize it on my end, too. Like, once... Oh my god.
There it goes.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Dude, okay.
I stopped a while ago. There's a delay between what I do and what you see.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright, here we go. Creepy.
All right.
Mueller's saying thank you for the change you made here.
Yeah, this is not the one I originally, when he brought it up, this isn't what I thought he was talking about. But when you were on break, we were talking about insta-deaths. And this is literally, in the book, you choose the wrong way to go, you instant die. So I changed that.
That's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, it's a very bullshitty 1980s adventure book thing. Again, I mean, part of the ruling back then was like, or part of the reasoning behind these books was, you want to play them multiple times,
right?
So they would find ways like, okay, you died, you went the wrong way, and then the idea was, you just gained some replayability because now the next time you play not to go that direction. Most of us were just like, oh shit, flipped back.
Yeah. All right, let's do the other way then. Yeah.
Let's do the other way then. So, yeah.
Crap. So I could potentially, because like the guy at the front is probably the one that's going to be running this ritual. My guess is that they're heading to the ritual chamber to do some sort of a terrible sacrifice thing with the poor girl. I could potentially try and put a halt to it by shooting him in the chest, and I doubt that'll kill him unless I crit. And get lucky with my rolls. I don't know what his AC is, and damage and all that. And I don't know if I kill him, if the other guys will just bail, or if they're like crazy, insane cultists and will just try and murder me. If I jump down there.
Yeah, the odds are not in your favor right now. There's probably 13 people down there.
And I still don't see an easy way down?
You could actually... You have rope, right?
Yeah, I do.
You could tie it to the balcony and slip down, and if you slipped down behind these guys, they might not see you then. You could at least follow them.
It would still kind of catch them by surprise if I follow them in there and then shoot the guy in the chest. Like, I've got to stop him from doing the thing'em.
All right.
Yeah, let's slide down the balcony.
All right. So you tie a rope there. I'm going to make you take a couple checks here.
Okay.
Your first one is going to be a climb check. Because if you roll poorly on this, and I mean under 10 with athletics.
Climb. Oh, athletics check then, basically?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
If I roll under what?
If you roll under 10, it's going to suck.
I rolled a nat 20. I am amazing today at climbing.
Yeah, you slide down, and because you do this so deftly, I'm actually going to give you an advantage on your next check, which is a stealth check.
Okay. Yeah, it is it's not the lullaby, but it is lullaby music. That's pretty great. It's a what check?
Stealth.
22.
Yeah, they do not see you.
Nice.
They don't seem to stop their procession as you slide down silently behind them, and kind of follow. So you guys they get to these great doors and they shove them open. And you follow inside, and I'm going to carry through your stealth check. There's like a set of, you're in the altar room.
Okay.
The one you saw before. And there's a lot of pillars here, and you quickly dart behind a pillar and just kind of keep watch to see what happens. What happens is the figures holding the black cubes or obelisks or whatever, they file past the altar and deposit the amulets in a circle around the young girl's body, and then they file out, leaving Baraka alone. Baraka stands alone in the room, and the stench of death and decay kind of comes off of him.
Okay.
And his boots of Gorgaz hide and are steel shod, and you can hear them just clacking as he walks around the chamber. And suddenly he puts a hand on the huge black doors engraved with the menacing skulls, and with very little effort, like kind of speaking to a pretty great strength, he shoves them open. And a gale force wind sweeps through the temple, your ears filled with a horrible, terrible scream. Beyond the open doors, a pier of stone juts into the abyss of the Gorge. You are staring into the Chasm of Doom. Baraka turns away from the windswept pier and walks slowly towards the altar, drawing from a hidden scabbard inside his cloak a twisted black dagger.
Okay, yeah, we need to stop him from using that thing.
He holds its stiletto blade to the light, and an evil blue flame runs up and down the black steel spike, flickering in the ice-cold winds of the Gorge. The sacrifice is about to begin.
So, I have a question.
Yes.
Does this guy count as an aberration, celestial, elemental, fae, fiend, or undead?
No, he's a humanoid.
Damn. Okay, well that's not going to be any good. I'm trying. So I definitely want to cast a spell before I go out there and start murdering him.
The demonic was a fiend.
Okay.
But you didn't need your protection from good and evil against it. You kind of handled that pretty well.
Give me a second. I have.
Yeah, that's fine.
I want to cast a spell. I just need to double check which one I want to use.
I'm gonna upload another picture, and drop some stuff ready for us. Yeah, that it's interesting to go see how different books handled like replayability. Like there's the fighting fantasy books, which were choose your own kind of special fantasy adventures of combat,
nice.
Like Lone Wolf.
Both of these spells are bonus actions. I don't have to like waste a turn. That's nice.
A lot of those had like a one true path where if you literally missed anything that you needed for the on your run, you couldn't beat the book. And they were really frustrating because you could play an entire book and then fail just because you missed something on page 2. Ed Weissmuller is pointing out that Lone Wolf has killed a Gorgaz. Those Gorgaz hide boots. Lone Wolf might have had a pair herself back in the day when she killed one on the bridge, saving the prince.
Yes.
Saved a prince from a Gorgaz. Okay, you took too long. Baraka stabs the girl.
No! Sorry, these are completely new spells, so...
No, I'm just teasing you.
I know.
Take your time.
I know.
I'll keep talking. I think this will definitely be the end, one way or the other, of book 4 today.
Okay.
So we'll
I actually want to cast 2 spells, but they're both bonus actions, so I can cast one before I run in, and then one like in the middle of the fight, which is nice.
What is one of them?
Shield of Faith.
Okay, I'm going to say you could have casted that before you even entered the room.
Okay, because I expect to go into combat,
yeah,
right?
Anticipating a fight, you could have definitely cast that.
Yep. So my AC's 20 now.
Okay, that's good.
For the next 10 minutes, which is nice.
This will be an interesting fight. The Lone Wolf, I've touched up this fight a bit from the original. So
oh
this should be fun, guys.
God, he's doing the thing he does where he makes it harder than it needs to be. Freaking
I'll make it more interesting. That's what it is. I was sad you never met the Elix in this book. It's like a giant cat creature.
Oh shit, they're both concentration. I can only cast one. Alright, well, I'm going with the make it harder to hit me thing. Alright.
Okay, so you've got Shield of Faith on. That is a concentration spell, you said?
Yep.
And then what's your other one?
Well, the other one's also concentration, so if this breaks, I'll cast the other one.
All right. It is your go. So
all right, then before he can do anything, I'm going to shoot him in the chest with my last musket ball.
Okay, so you step out, and
Do I get a surprise advantage roll on this at all? Because he has no freaking clue I'm here?
I'm gonna say yes.
Hang on. We've got, like, harpsichord music. I'm not sure this... It's like,
Is
gothic...
it ragtime?
No, it's like, you know, gothic harpsichord music, but it's...
Maybe that works, actually. I don't know.
Sure, we can leave it. Let's try it.
I mean, is it sort of like evil?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, this is all, like, dark themed,
Yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah,
creepy
let's
organ,
totally
you know. Alright.
No, let's keep it. Let's keep it.
This was a 18.
18.
I keep getting super close to that 1920 and then not doing it, but oh well.
Yeah, that hits.
Uh, 18 damage then.
Nice. Okay. It's a pretty great shot.
It's a good way to start the combat.
You just come out and just blast him.
Right.
The bullet just strikes him directly, and he actually goes down to one knee and curses, and you see blood coming out of like his chest, like you heart shot him. But suddenly he takes the dagger of Vashna, which he's holding, which is definitely the dagger.
Yep.
That he's holding in his hand, and he drives it into the wound.
Interesting.
And you see a shimmer of that cold blue flame spread over his body, and he rises and draws a scimitar from his side, razor sharp, holding passing its mirror-like blade from hand to hand. And suddenly he's advancing on you with deadly grace. It is initiative times.
Yep.
Woo, this will be fun.
Only a 10.
And he got a 12. So neither of you are acting too fast, but he gets to go first.
We're having a slow, dramatic stalking moment.
Yeah. It's the harpsichord music.
Yep. Well, now we're violins, so.
And he comes close to you and raises. You're like standing directly in front of him, like at the pillar. I mean, you're probably a good 30 feet away, I'd say. And he comes about 10 feet towards you. So he's about 20 feet away, and suddenly he just points a finger at you, and a black beam flies at your face.
I don't like that.
Go ahead and make a. Oh, he has to make attack. Okay. He's actually attacking you with something.
I mean, I figured.
This goes to. He definitely hits. That's a 21.
Yep.
And
so I've got to do a Constitution or
No, you're actually.
Well, no, for my concentration thing.
No, you don't take any damage.
Oh, okay.
This beam, suddenly your armor and everything feels very heavy, and he is sapping your strength with this.
I don't like it.
And he pulls back another 10 feet then, so he's 30 feet away from you. And every weapon he's gonna actually stay close. He gets closer. He gets right up on you. And all of your strength attacks deal only half damage.
Ah, crap. Well, that's all of my attacks.
All right, it's your turn.
Shield of Faith gives me an extra 2 AC, so I'm at 20 right now. I'm just a little bit more tanky.
All right, goes to you.
Um, 21 to hit, so I'm assuming I hit.
Yes, you do hit.
Okay. 9 damage?
So that does only 4.
Mm-hmm.
And when you strike the blue like flame around his body, it transfers up your arm, and you take 5 cold damage.
What? No!
Yes.
Oh, shit. Is that gonna happen every time I hit him? Fudge.
and he says, you in Vasigonian, you dare to strike the great Baraka. These are matters beyond your understanding. You cannot stop them. But you can join us as one of the army of the undead.
No, thank you.
And he is going to try and...
He's not undead or a fiend, is he?
No.
Okay. So I'm debating casting Divine Smite on him.
Oh, nice. Let's see what he's gonna do. And what does Divine Smite do?
I'm double checking. It is specific to Paladin. Paladin. Ow, ow, ow. Radiant damage. 2d8.
He places, and you see that you hurt him pretty good with that first bullet shot.
Right.
You basically killed him.
Almost,
but he
right.
brought himself back to life.
Oh, he did the dagger sacrifice on himself.
He's not undead, but he stopped himself from dying.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts a finger on your head suddenly, and just touches you, and draws it away before you can do anything. And the flame from his like surrounding his body travels suddenly up his finger. It's no longer surrounding him, but oh no, sorry, wrong spell. The flame surrounding his finger pulls away from him and surrounds you. So yeah, it's no longer surrounding his body, but it surrounds you. Mm-hmm. And you're not quite sure what it's doing. Mm-hmm. And let's see if he can hit you with this. It is going to be a spell attack. He does. Well, yours is 22, right?
My AC 20.
20 now. Mm-hmm. Okay, he does hit.
Damn.
And you feel the flame tearing into you for 8 damage.
Okay.
And you can't regain hit points this next turn.
Oh shit.
And then he is going to try to slice at you with his scimitar. That he at least fails at.
Okay.
He swings that around for a hit of 15. But you raise your shield. It hurts to raise it. Like all your muscles are hurting. This flame is digging into you. You feel just like everything, like lifting this is just causing searing pain through your muscles. But you manage to block the blow. All right, it's your turn.
Yeah, Beulah, that was a question that I was thinking about doing, is seeing if I could wrest the dagger from him. Is that something I can actually try and do?
You can try it, yeah, for sure.
See if that has any effect on him at all? What would that be?
That would be like, I'm gonna say you'd have to make an attack first. No proficiency.
Okay.
Just like a straight
attack.
up melee attack, like a strength attack. To see if you can grab it.
Okay.
And then a strength to pull it out, because he's gonna oppose you.
Right.
You gonna try that?
Sure.
All right.
22.
Ooh, you definitely grab it. Let's make a quick. And he as you wrap your hand around it, he's like, he screams out, "No!" And
he doesn't like that at all. Okay.
No.
Okay, opposed strength checks or?
Yeah.
All right. 19.
Oh yeah, you rip it free.
Nice.
And there's a horrible cry that comes from beyond him, from the pit, and you feel like terrible images of death and horror are filling your mind.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
And you make a quick intelligence save. Intelligence save. It's psychic.
14?
14. Do you have any fate points?
No, I burned all those.
And Weissmuller might want to use his saving die for you.
It's that bad, huh?
Could be. All right.
Okay.
Roll again. You need to make a 15.
Okay. Nat 20. Nat 20. Yay!
Oh, nice. All right.
Thank you, Mueller.
You managed to stick to the conviction. Like, this voice, which you suddenly realize is the voice of Dark Lord Vashna, is inside your mind telling you of all the mistakes that you've made and will make, and that now is the time to throw yourself on his dagger and end your own life.
Oh, that could have been really bad, yeah.
And you managed to defy him. While you're doing this, Baraka is going to get a strike on you because you are a little bit stunned while this is going on. But he's too weak. He gets a 9 to hit, and he's slashing out like weakly. Blood is pouring from his wound. He is not dead yet. It is, but roll a dice 6.
4.
Yeah, so he takes 4 points of damage. You feel that strength is like leaving him. It's your turn. Oh no, that was your turn. He did a reaction, so it's his turn. I'm gonna see he loses his concentration on his spell when you rip this forward, so you are no longer like weakened.
Awesome.
You did have to drop your shield to grab this though.
Okay. So I'm back to 18 AC.
Dagger in one hand, your axe in the other.
Okay.
And he is going to.
I'm not sure I want to stab him with the dagger because that will probably just bring him back again, and I don't want that.
Let's see if he can use this right now. Yeah, he is gonna try to suddenly he goes to grab you, and tries to wrestle the dagger out of your hand. So I'm gonna make an attack real quick.
Okay.
He makes that, and as he grabs you, lightning, like a blue lightning, flashes from his hands and spreads up and down your body. And you're both holding on to the dagger. And it's shooting lightning down you. 11 damage to you.
Ow. Okay.
It's your turn.
I kind of want him to let go.
Yeah, he's closed around you. At this point, breaking free would be very difficult.
Okay.
Because you feel like it's not just him that's
breaking free
holding on,
isn't a thing, but I can still like shank him as hard as I can, right?
Yeah, you could attack him with your axe.
Let's try and shank him as hard as I can.
Yeah, because he is still. You feel like the dagger itself is fighting against you.
Actually,
and
you know what? I'm gonna divine smite him. I'm gonna do a divine smite. How does that work exactly?
That is very cool.
It's when I hit a creature with the melee attack, so I have to actually hit him. Okay.
And I think it's a bonus action, or it's like a reaction.
It's just a thing I can do, but it costs me a spell slot. So.
Oh, cool. Okay, sweet.
Well, I hit him for 20, so I hit.
Nice.
Sorry, give me just a second. The music died. Playlist is out.
The day the music.
Yeah, that's exactly what popped into my head too.
Die by Mr. Dagger Guy. You got me stabbing in the middle, and now you're gonna die.
Let's
All right.
do that one. Yeah, there we go. All right. So that was a 20 to hit, so I hit him.
All right.
So I'm gonna spend another spell slot, so I have one slot left. That is a total of 3d8 damage then.
Ooh, nice.
$20 total.
20 total. 20 damage?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of amazing. He is still alive, but
plus 6. I did plus 4.
Plus 6?
So it's 22 damage then, because I
Okay.
didn't I did plus 4. I forgot that too.
So you just
Thank you.
divine
Remind you.
smite. So a bright light just comes out of your axe and shines along it as you drive it into his side, and he coughs blood, and there like the where your axe struck, his body's actually starting to burn and catch on fire.
Awesome.
He's got to make a save here. He might get like he might lose his concentration on this spell. Let's see. Yes, the lightning stops playing from your hands. Mm-hmm. And actually, because he failed this, he's gonna. What's your health at?
14.
14. He's gonna try to make one last desperate strike at you. See if he can take you down. And he sends up a curse, and it's not even in Vasagonian. He's not even speaking. Do you speak the Black Tongue?
It's Vasagonian. I stalk that. Yep.
No, the Black Tongue.
The Black Tongue.
The dark.
No.
Like the tongue, like that Lone Wolf, the Gaiac speak and all that.
Nope.
Okay, so he's talking in that tongue, and you don't know that language. You don't know what he's saying. But the fire that's coming out from him and the blood that's pouring on the ground, it suddenly all moves towards you, and the blood erupts into tendrils of dark energy, which are trying to pull you, grab their arms around you and pull you towards the pit.
Do not want.
So go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
21.
Okay, nice. So you break free you rip yourself free of these just with the strength of your conviction. You take 4 damage.
Okay.
And it's your turn. And Baraka is sitting there like his eyes are rolled back in his head, and he's just like channeling these like tentacles, which are trying to.
Yeah, he needs to die so those tentacles go away. So I'm gonna try and kill him.
All right.
And then I can heal. Goddamn. 22 to hit.
You hit.
$12 damage.
All right, you have.
What was that noise?
That was you. Bust some sound effects I worked up for this. Your axe cleaves Baraka in 2.
Nice.
And as you do, a horrendous cry rises up in pitch and intensity, filling the temple with its sounds of despair. You feel the chill, malevolent spirit of Dark Lord Vashna engulfing you in icy embrace, but you sense that he is powerless to harm you. Some other power has come down and gifted your weapon with a strength that it never had before.
Ooh.
And you feel the presence of another god or another divine spirit working through you. And you've never felt this before, even in your role as a paladin.
Mm-hmm.
So that force is keeping Dark Lord Vashna away from you. And you realize that the sacrifice has been truly foiled. Vashna is doomed to lament for a victory that what might have been. The dagger of Vashna is cold in your grip, but the flame has died out. And you realize that part of it just comes to you that you are now the keeper of this blade. And by on your person, and like it should never be used.
Right.
But as long as it is safe, it can also never. Vashna will remain sealed. So this has become like a Gaius for you.
Oh, that's my shtick now.
So as long as you possess this evil blade, Dark Lord Vashna and his legion of dead warriors will remain in prison in the Chasm of Doom.
Okay.
All right, so in front of you there's the altar and Madeline. There's the smoldering corpse of Baraka.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal immediately.
All right. Oh, which I always like this picture. I want to throw up you get to see Baraka's demise. There you go.
Nice. So yeah, I'm gonna heal. Does he have anything on him other than
everything he had, like
burned
magical
up,
or whatever,
is just gone?
Totally burned up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
the dagger of Vashna is it's a weapon, but it doesn't count against your total. You just keep it on your person.
Okay.
And it is as long as you have it and are protecting it and do not fall.
Right.
It is a powerful weapon that will be you can't use it. It's meant for the forces of evil.
Right. But it's kept from them so they can't use it against us.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's break the circle of weird stones that he placed around her and get the girl off the thing.
Yeah, you scatter them with a sort of disdain. And as you do, she takes a breath on the altar.
Yay, she's not dead. Is she conscious or still like out?
and she is sorry, and Weissmuller was saying the boots. Why did the boots should survive? It's funny. She is waking up. Her eyes are flickering open. Okay. She seems very weak, but she says like, what has happened? Have the dead risen?
No, I managed to get to you in time. Let's get out of here.
She says, I don't feel like I can move.
You're going to have to move. We need to leave. And so she's gonna like hold her hand out and try and haul her up.
You think you might have to actually carry her?
Okay. I'm a tiny short dwarf, so it's gonna be a very awkward piggyback is what this is gonna be.
Not the heroic held out in front.
No. Well, she's strong, but she's short, so it's gonna be awkward no matter how she carries her.
What about a fireman's just to chuck her over her shoulder?
Yeah, I could do that. Except her head would probably be banging against the ground.
I am a fair maiden, and good. Yeah. So you free her from the altar, and you put her on your back and kind of carry her through the corridors of the temple that lead to the surface. You're still concerned because there's an army out there.
Yeah, there's still guys. So we're gonna. Can I try and retrace my steps at all? Because I know I've been that way. But I would have to haul her up the rope, so that would be.
Yeah, no,
difficult.
You're not going to be able to do that. So you're going to have to you're going to have to search another way through the temple.
Damn.
But give me a quick survival check. We'll treat this like a tracking check.
Okay. 14. I'm not terribly good at that.
You don't really know where you're going, but you do manage to make your way to a set of stairs, and you just take them, thinking that they should come up. And as luck has it, you come up where the two guards were keeping were posted, and an astounding sight greets your eyes.
They are running away.
Are fleeing from the ghost city in all directions, closely pursued by an army of cavalrymen. The light of the full moon and the glittering guttering torches that these horsemen carry illuminates the sun crest that bedecks their tunics. And you realize that this isn't just the King's regiment, this is the Summerland army.
Yay!
Led by Prince Pelethar, King Pelethar himself.
Ooh, fancy.
And once you realize kind of what's happening, you recognize the figure of whoever that guy was that you I can't remember his name now. N. Weissmuller named him. And what was his name?
Solium.
Soliam. There it is. Soliam is there. So obviously they reached the capital, and told them of to ride in all haste for you guys. And he must have met up with Duval, because Duval is here as well, and together they've marched on the bandit armies.
Yay!
Your countrymen, well, they're not your countrymen, but you are your fellow warriors, and they welcome you now as a countryman and praise your courage and daring. Their strident cheers drowning the cry of the Mocking Gorge. And you have proved yourself a true hero of Summerland.
Yay!
Probably the greatest.
Catty.
Yeah.
Cat in the way. Cat. Hello, cat.
She's gonna tell the rest of the
Hello,
story.
Nukem.
So probably the best thing that happens. Probably the greatest gift you get is when you deliver Madeline into the waiting arms of her father. And his overwhelming joy fills you with a sense of great achievement. And that goes, just the personal touch, like the love of a father, goes beyond even the congratulations of a country.
Yay, success. So that's what should have happened in our campaign. Oh, God.
Yeah, there was an option there for that to happen, but it did not.
I think what makes it so fantastic is when we were approaching this, you're like, yeah, there's one like really terrible way this could go down, but it's highly unlikely. We immediately did the worst thing possible. I'm like,
I wasn't sure how this fight would go down. That's the first fight we've really done with magic, where like you're fighting a full-on like mage.
Yeah, and I'm not a very magical.
But your musket shot brought him down by almost half health.
Nice.
To start out with. And grabbing the dagger was a good idea. I actually hadn't thought of that. So I came up on the fly what that would do. And it was such a cool idea. That was awesome.
It was funny because
really
that was kind of my first gut reaction after he did that, was to get that back out of him. And then Mueller's like, why don't you try and grab it? And I was like, yeah, that's what I was toying with.
Yeah, that was cool. I really appreciated that. My cat is climbing up there now. So next time we play will be on book 5, which
awesome.
Is probably, it's a lot of people's favorites. It's probably the one of the most exciting and, dare I say, best books we've played so far. It's also one of the longest ones. So we will be there for probably more than a couple sessions. It will take you to the land of Vasagonia to follow up on some of the things that were started here.
Okay.
And it is called Shadow on the Sand.
So when we start, do I need to level her up at all?
Yes, you will level.
Okay.
In addition, you've been touched by some godly power. And you don't quite understand it, but you're going to gain access to one of the Kai disciplines.
Yes.
So you can go back to here. I can read them for you. And why don't we do
well,
that
I've got
right
her. I've got her. My previous level. I've got her stats, so I can grab one off of there.
Let's pick it now, just because I know people love to hear what you'll choose. So we've got camouflage, we've got hunting, we've got sixth sense, which you kind of already have,
right,
but it would boost. You've got tracking, healing, weapon skill, mind shield, mind blast, animal kinship, and mind over matter.
What was the weapon skill again?
Weapon skill will give you a +1 to attack and damage of a weapon of your choice. So, like, if you chose to become to gain skill in the axe, you would have all your bonuses plus an extra one.
Right. Well, it's probably either going to be healing or the mind blast thing, because the weakness for this character is, one, a lack of spell slots, because the paladin just doesn't have a whole lot of spell slots. And having that 2 extra healing that I can just wail off would be really nice. And the mind blast would let her do some extra damage, because I was doing crazy damage as Lone Wolf with her Colossus Slayer and all that bonus.
Yeah.
And I don't have that with this character, although I do now. When she's level 5, I get a second attack per turn, which is nice.
And is that level 5 coming up?
That's level 5, yeah.
Ooh, nice. And mind blast would only work for one of those attacks.
Which will?
Mind blast would only work for one of those attacks, and it wouldn't work with your gun, any range.
Oh no, I didn't.
Just be
I didn't
for
think it would.
Melee. But yeah, if you take that, it will add.
Yeah, my proficiency goes up by 1 point. I get the extra attack. I get 1 more spell slot for first level spells, and I get 2 second level spells that I have to figure out. Or slots.
Mind blast is fun.
Yeah, so it's either the opportunity to do a shit ton more damage or to heal up a little bit more. I think I get to add more to my pool of lay on hands too, every time I level up. What is it? Yeah, total number of your hit points equal to your paladin level times 5. So yeah, I get an extra 5.
And the other thing I was going to say about weapon skill is one of the few ones you can keep taking for a while. Like, you can take it multiple times, and it'll eventually do more things. Like, you would eventually be able to crit on a 19, and a 20. It can continue its bonuses.
Right.
So,
well, like, I definitely don't think camouflage is something that this character is going to do, because that's not a paladin thing.
It doesn't make sense for your character.
And she's a dwarf, and it just doesn't feel like something that she would do.
Mind shield could also be useful.
Yeah, mind shield, mind blast, heal, and then weapon skill, and then tracking maybe, I think are the most useful for this character.
Cool.
If I live that long. And to collect them all, but
well, pick one now, and then we'll do the rest of the level up, I think, later.
Well, I'll do it off screen, but I'm not. Yeah, I'm torn. I'm gonna think about it, but it's either gonna be heal or mind blast. I just need to decide. Basically, I want to add up all of her other bonuses, and I'll look at it then.
Yeah, I think, and for paladin, you're gonna get some more life, of course. Your extra attack. And you're going to get access to second level spells.
Yep.
Which is going to be... And I think your proficiency goes up to +3.
Yep.
So that'll all be perfect for the next adventure, which is going to be a big one. It is one of my favorite books in the entire series. I'm really looking forward to it. So...
Indeed. Thanks for hanging out, everybody, and I hope you enjoyed Shard's near-death experience, because we got real close.
Boy, that bandit battle.
I was like, oh god, no, I'm gonna have to build another character.
Out of curiosity, before we go, next time we'll do a bit of a recap of our so book 5 is the last book in the initial series.
Okay.
When we're done with that, maybe we should do a little bit of a recap of like what some of your favorite moments were. some of the times where you felt like you were definitely gonna die, but didn't, stuff like that. So,
Okay. Sounds good.
all right, we'll see you all next week then.
Yup. Catch you later, everyone. Bye.
And take care.